Hey, Joe fans, how are you? This is Karen from Philly. We're live from the Vogel Theater in Red Bank, New Jersey. It's episode 1 of Late Stage Greatness. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome to episode 49 of the Monumental Waste of Time podcast. This is Karen from Philly. We're so happy you joined us. This is going to be an amazing show. There's so much going on in Joe world. This is like the most exciting thing. That's what I can't get over, just how excited I am. We also have the incredible co-host of the Monumental Waste of Time right here for episode 49, KarenFromPhilly.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, how are you?
Here. I'm doing well.
That was just like, some of the glitz and glam that could have occurred had Joe picked Late Stage Greatness, but we're not going to dwell on that because I did too much in 48, I think, right?
No, not quite.
Okay, thanks. Let's bring on our really awesome guest back on the show again, Los Angeles-based stand-up comic Brendan Kennedy. Brendan, how are you?
I'm doing great, Karen. I'm excited to hear the new Joe news and catch up on what you're doing there.
Me too. Well, Phil Fan can actually get us caught up quick. I know there's a couple things going on in Joe's world, like he's got a new podcast coming out, and he's doing good on Joey Pods has a new podcast coming out, and he's doing good on some videos that are getting good amounts of views and stuff. And also, he has a great podcast going on, 3 Friends, 1 Booth, or T5, as I call it. But anyway, T5 is really good, and we're going to be going over episode 3 soon. Brendan, what's been going on with you, though, real quick?
Yeah, man, just traveling around for work, busy doing that. I was on the East Coast for a friend's wedding, so I saw some family, and yeah, I'll be back on the East Coast in June. So,
oh, cool, we got to hang out. That'd be so amazing. All right, cool. Phil Fan, you're good, and we're ready to start?
Yeah, we're ready to start.
Okay, so actually, let me backtrack for a second. Phil Fan, what else is going on that we need to know, or should they all just be surprises on MWOT 49?
Yeah, I think we're gonna do the surprise thing, because I just have this kind of ready to roll out little by little.
All right, so let's set the stage then for what we're going to start off with, which is episode 3 of 3 Friends, 1 Booth, Joe's new podcast with Johnny Flea and Gene Esposito. So it's about 3 guys, Brendan, who sit around and talk about their growing up in the same South Jersey, Philadelphia vibe, and just growing up as young men, and now fathers of adult children or college age children and lower. And have you seen an episode of T5 yet?
No, but I'm excited because I have cousins who grow up in that area, and they're adults with kids that are approaching college. So I'm sure I gotta assume Joe's gonna have some similar experiences to them, and probably some very different point of views on life than they maybe have. I don't know.
Let it rip. Let's start our coverage. There's so many great things going on. Let's start our coverage of 3 Friends and 1 Booth, episode 3, T5. Johnny Flea is not available for the episode, but the show must go on. So Joe and Gene are gonna make things happen. I totally believe.
Sweet. Here we go.
We are back. Everybody. You're watching 3 Friends, 1 Booth. 3 Friends, 1 Booth. 3 Friends, 1 Booth. I'm Joe Matarese. My co-host today is, there he is, Gene Gennaro Esposito. What's up, Gene?
How you doing, Joe? I'm here.
Awesome.
I'm always here.
And we got no Johnny. We got no Johnny for this episode. He's
No
down
Flea.
in Florida.
Flea ran away. He's gone. He's fast.
Is he really in Florida? I think his kids had spring break.
Yeah, he told us about that like a month ago. So I
Did he?
believe this one.
So no Johnny Flea, everybody. We're not in Vito's right now, but we are remote. We are remote. This is going to be an exciting episode. We have a guest today, Sal Borghese. Is it Sal Borghese? Sal Borghese? Does that sound right?
Backyard barbecue.
That sounds
Sal
right, dude.
Borghese. I know him by Sal. I just know him by Backyard Cravings because I'm a big fan of this guy. I was like, you know what's funny? I was more excited. I met this guy at the Preston and Steve show on W.
It's another person that is closer to Joe than me. Okay, so when I initially hear these people, I get my first burst of emotion is jealousy. Then I start to feel I admire them for their gumption and their, ability to, get in there and play the game. So then they become like a star, mystic figure to me. So this dude Sal, I'm ready to see him too.
And I mean, Joe purposely chooses people that have, lots of followers, and are already known in social media, obviously, because he wants to glom onto that. This is a thing he always does.
Okay.
If you get 1 million followers, he will come running back to you. I think that's what it's going to take.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I've said before that he does that. I don't even want to use the vulgarity, star, whatever. And he is one like that.
Yeah, I mean that's also like how podcasts get big, right? You know, like you can trace a lot of successful podcasts to like Joe Rogan's podcast, right? So like somebody with a podcast gets to go on Joe Rogan's podcast, they get more fans.
Right.
Somebody goes on there, they get fans from that.
Right. And I don't think that's wrong, but Joe constantly uses people in this way to get somewhere, and it always backfires. It doesn't work out. He's constantly using people, and then he makes enemies. Because these very nice people, most of the time, they're very nice, hardworking, creative people, want to run away from him.
How does he make enemies? Are they like mad at him? Are they trashing him?
He just, he acts like he knows more than he does. He insists on things. He doesn't learn. He doesn't want to listen. I mean, he just does these crazy things. I mean, Karen, how would you describe why people wind up turning against him?
Against Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, I wrote about this. People ridicule Joe because they're intimidated by his talents and his skill level. And the best way for them to compensate with the fact that he is a special talent is to denigrate him and ridicule him in their world. And that takes him out of his natural spot that he should be in, and that maintains their spot. But we want to convince Joe that he doesn't need their spot. It's like if he did Late Stage Greatness, and I'm sorry to talk about it again, okay, if he did Late Stage Greatness, we wouldn't even need their spots. We'd be on a whole different level. But I did, listen, I want to say that I did call Joe. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I did call Joe. I left a message on a hotline he put out because he has a new podcast coming out. Okay. And it's very exciting. It's a stupid concept, but I called him to congratulate him, and Phil Fan can describe the content. I called him to say, hey, the local thing is working for you because you're getting video views and people are recognizing you guys at the bank and stuff like that.
At one point, you also said to him, Joe, it's time, not in these exact words, but, it's time for you to come around. forgive what happened in the past, whatever it was, and this is ridiculous, man, and I want to be able to communicate with you and just let it go.
Yes.
Those weren't the exact words, but you said something along those lines.
Yeah, I want him to let it go. That would be the best thing, I think. Yeah, so I called Joe because Joe has a new podcast out, and he put out a public voicemail message reminiscent of the great Fixing Joe days. And I got that number, and I had a little message to Joe, and I said, like, I don't think you should air it, don't air it, or whatever. But I can't remember everything that I said. But the machine cut me off after like 3 minutes and like 30 seconds. Oh, and it was cool. Like it was cool, man. And Phil Fan, thanks for reminding me that I was like, please forgive me. Come on, man. Like, just let it go.
Yeah, and then there's something else that we're going to talk about later, but Joe asked specific questions of any listeners who called in, and Karen tried to answer some of those questions, but we'll talk about that theme later.
Cool.
Yeah.
At the end of the conversation of the voicemail, I had to remind Karen to make sure she answered the question that Joe wanted people to answer. So, and Karen did.
So, should we call it now or at the end of the show? Yeah. Like we'll do old school MWOT. We'll call
at the end of the show.
Yeah. Brendan, that is amazing. Remember that aspect of old original MWOT?
No.
Karen would always call Joe at the end of the show.
We would call Joe.
Almost all of them. We
would call Joe, his voicemail, and I thought it was always very cool. And because I was like, the voicemail was how my obsession with him started. That messaging, I was calling Joe like so often, like 10, 15 times a week, maybe more. Okay. And I was like, he had a self-help podcast, and it was helping me.
Yeah.
And now the message is back, and I just want to have like adult conversations with him, like or just any kind of correspondence would be so on point. But hey, like everybody else, the move is to ignore Karen. And so you know what I mean? Like Joe's ignoring me. Who are these podcasts are ignoring me? Who else is ignoring me, Phil Fan? Anybody?
Karen, not everybody's ignoring you. That's totally not true.
Okay.
It's totally not true.
All right. Well, Gene is ignoring me. Johnny Flea, I've reached out like a couple times. I've said
they might be ignoring Joe too. So as we're soon gonna find out.
Okay. I'm kind of disappointed in Johnny Flea. I'm such a fan of his. I know he's like on vacation or something. Like you can't do the podcast remotely on a split screen.
Well, also I was thinking about it, and like Joe saying he doesn't really know, like he's like maybe joking around, but he's not really sure that Johnny Flea is actually on vacation. But even if Johnny Flea was on vacation, it's his pizza place, right? So like he still could have like told his employees like, they can set up.
Yep.
Well, let me tell you something. And last episode I sugarcoated it. Okay. Last episode I sugarcoated it. Not sugarcoated is the wrong terminology, but when we brought up the people at Vito's Pizza, we went there for Joe Tourism.
Joe Tourism.
And we almost went to Red Bank, New Jersey for the Vogel Theater yesterday to get some photo ops at the Vogel Theater. We didn't do that. However, I compensated by I'm inside the Vogel Theater now. It's my backdrop. Okay. But anyway, we went to
Karen, you're
Vito's
a
Pizza.
scream. You're really a scream, Karen.
We went to Vito's Pizza. Thank you, Bill. Thank you. I love to hear that. We went to Vito's Pizza and we loved it. And everyone was incredible. But the reaction when I brought up
Joe,
and the podcast,
it really wasn't good.
it was for me, it was blank. It looked like, it to a brick wall.
They looked like they wanted to throw up, in my opinion.
Really?
really
Like,
did.
what did you see? Like, I didn't see that. What did you see?
They just looked like, don't bring that up, don't go there, don't, like, just not a good thing. And I mean, it was like, it wasn't that obvious, but it was also not too difficult to see. Like, it was unmistakable, and I didn't expect them to act like that. I thought they would be like behind this guy. And see, Karen, this is what I was kind of like talking about before when we first stopped recording. Just really listen to this question. Joe has worked alongside several amazing people, right? Because he brings them in, and they're like amazing people, like Mike Kunda, for example, right? There have been amazing people that Joe has tried to work along with because they're popular. What winds up happening, Karen? And I was saying just a little bit about what I think winds up happening. Well, what winds up happening to make these people try to get exposed? They're perfectly creative and nice people. So why are they, maybe Johnny Flea is now turning against Joe? Like, what makes that happen?
Well, first of all, we don't know that happened.
Right, but it has happened.
So, wow. Okay. Secondly, I'm trying to figure out something because I didn't get that. I didn't get the reaction you got from. Okay, there was one guy that sort of looked like you have to remember. Okay, like they might have been a little like thrown at a trans woman coming in.
I think their reaction to a trans woman coming in was less strong than their reaction to when we brought up Joe Matarese, to be honest. They look like, do not bring that up in here, like it's a nuisance. And I didn't expect to see that. I didn't expect to see that because at that point, I don't think we knew that like Johnny wasn't going to be on. So
no,
Karen,
I think that listen, okay. I thought they were nice, first of all.
They were very nice. His cousin, the woman,
right, so I want to make that point. They were nice. I loved it there. Okay, I loved it there. The pictures I posted on Insta were positive, praising and loving Vito's Pizza.
The woman
they were also very nice to me. The chief girl,
yeah, she was nice.
That was assisting us, who later identified herself as a relative of Johnny Fleet.
Yeah, she was wonderful.
Okay, she was very wonderful.
Yeah, she could not have been nicer. She was just wonderful. When we left, when we arrived, she was wonderful.
And I really appreciated that. Some of the cast of characters around there, though, like when I brought up Joe, I thought it was a look of indifference, but Phil
it wasn't. No,
Phil Fan is and I usually am good at people reading. Phil Fan's perception was scorn.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, but you know what? Like, look, I want to just say, like, I don't know. I don't want to state that as fact. That's Phil Fan's opinion.
Right. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. But it's my observation. So,
And then you jump to something's wrong with Johnny Flea and internally getting along with them. And we don't know that.
No, we don't know that. But Karen, Joe turns off a lot of really nice people like Mike Kunda and others. Why does he do that? Okay, that was the question that we were originally asking. And I
Okay.
should have said why he does that a little bit. But in your opinion, why does that happen with nice people, not jealous people, but nice, creative people?
Because Joe thinks he's the expert in every
Right.
situation.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And
he's not open to any new ideas, any learning opportunities. He just always wants it his way and thinks he knows best. And nobody does.
and also it works hand in hand with, he doesn't like to, we say this every episode, he doesn't like to be outshined.
Correct.
So you have two things going on. He's not taking their suggestions, and he's intimidated by the success that Gene and Johnny are bringing to the show and the energy they're bringing. And these guys are being recognized at the bank and all these places, you know what I mean? Now, like I said, you know, so it's a hit locally, even though the views aren't what Joe would like. They're in the 200 to 400 range. I wouldn't push the panic button because, number one, you want to appreciate the audience you do have, regardless of what size. And also, Joe makes side videos about it that get like thousands and thousands of views. I saw it with my own. Look, he's getting. It was said on Who Are These Podcasts that he's not getting good views. I like that show, Who Are These Podcasts, but I disagree. Joe does stuff that does get views, sometimes in the millions, some older stuff. But he did a video about this show, and I saw that it had 7.3 thousand views, and that's where he needs to be for his podcast too.
Okay. I also just kind of piggybacking off that sort of. It is interesting that when they brought up Johnny Flea, like Joe's questioning whether Johnny Flea like was really in Florida, like which I'm sure he is, and I'm sure Joe knows he is, but it seems like there's already kind of some indication that Joe's doubting whether Johnny is really telling the truth. And then also, I don't know if you heard it, but when Joe first introduced Gene, Gene's like, I'm here, I'm always here, which is kind of like also the same type of thing where, people aren't showing up for Joe, but Gene's trying to be like, no, but I'm here, I'm always here. So there's already kind of like little murmurings or an indication that things are falling apart.
Brendan, what's your take on this so far?
Yeah, like you were saying, Karen, like we don't know for sure that any falling out has happened with the
Correct.
pizza shop owner,
Right.
like Joey Flea.
Yeah.
But the way Joe is talking about Joey Flea is weird. And also, like, my initial question was like, even if you're on vacation, you can still tell the people that work for you in the pizza place, like, hey, they're gonna come in, set up, and do the podcast.
Those people did not look like they would want to do that based on what I saw. But I don't know why, but
I mean, it could just be miscommunication too. Like if these are his two friends, like since childhood, right? So a friendship is different than like a working relationship, right? And so he doesn't know. I mean, Joey Flea might be great at running his pizza place, but also maybe he's like, maybe he's like, I don't want to have to go to the pizza place every single week. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Also, we just want to let you know it's totally cool. It's Johnny Flea. I don't want you to get caught up in like
that makes more sense. I couldn't remember the name. Yeah, Johnny Flea.
Stussy, Stacy, Stone Dad thing. Like, okay, like I don't want you to get caught up in that. Like, and then everyone will know you as we'll start calling him Joey Flea.
Joey Flea sounds funnier, but okay.
Yeah, as I was saying, I was like, wait, were there two Joes on this show?
No. I was gonna say something, but I didn't want to interrupt your thoughts. So.
Yeah, no, I thought I was waiting for a safe time to say it too, like because it was so on point. But go ahead if we're ready.
Yeah, ready to play the video? Okay.
Yep.
MMR. He was there, and he had all his food and his pizzas, and one of his partners was there. and they were making all this incredible food for the whole studio. And I was more excited to meet him than if I met like Chase Utley in person, because I had been following him on social media because he's got this backyard business going on called Backyard Cravings, where he does pop-up cheesesteaks. And I got to tell you, dude, I was so excited to meet him. And then he had them, so I got to actually eat one. I had been just looking at pictures and videos of the food.
Free food.
And dude, you know, you and I rated Palmasano. Where are we at? Palmasanos in Washington Township. And what would you give that one on a scale from 1 to 10?
Thought the taste was incredible. The only thing I wish there was more meat, so I'm going to give it like an 8.
More meat.
I like when it's full of meat. That's
When
my.
Hey yo,
when it's falling out of there.
Okay, hey man, that's cool. Like, you know what I mean? No, I don't. I just was goofing off. Like, but that's funny. Like, and great, and they're both foodies.
Not really. maybe this guy is, but the other one, Joe, is not.
I mean, cheesesteak reviews they're very popular right now, so that's a trend Joe could get on.
Yeah.
You see, anytime I go and visit home, suddenly my algorithm is pitching different dudes rating cheesesteaks, like trying to be like what's his name? Trying to be like the Barstool guy with the pizza, but they're doing it with cheesesteak.
Yeah.
So
Joe's a foodie. He's a free foodie.
Yeah, right. What was that? What was the title of the other free chick palm for Joey Pods? That was the title of our recent podcast. Karen entitled it "Free Chicken Palm for Joey Pods" because it was episode when we watched episode 1, right?
Yeah, no. I loved it all. Like everything that I am saying is in fun, because I think that Three Friends One Booth, T5. I think T5 is an incredible show, and like what we need to do is convince them that if they're look, I don't think they're having any kind of battle. If they are having a battle, they need to do it on the show because. And guys, I'm speaking to Gene, Johnny Flea, and Joe right now. Like, guys, you have a show about men talking about life, okay? And you guys are having fun. But if you do have a little conflict, we want to see that too.
Well, they were showing conflicts in episode 1 and 2, so.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about the real, I'm talking about the real one.
Yeah, I understand. Yep.
Like that makes for a compelling show, and that's what they would need to do. Like, not dance around it, Brendan. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Well, okay, so we know that he liked the flavor of the cheesesteak, but he wishes there was more meat.
Meat in it.
Yeah.
And we'll pick back up.
Everybody has a different preference. It tasted amazing, though. That sauce was awesome. The mushrooms are incredible.
Yeah.
It was great food.
My brother.
Now, wait a second. Before you go on, did you say his name was Bogazi?
Yeah, how does he spell it?
I don't know.
I'm probably way off.
Is his jewelry real, or is it a Fugazi?
That's Fugazi. That's Fugazi. Fugazi.
That's what you're saying. So it's Fugazi.
He's Burgazi. He's
Burgazi.
Yeah, I can't see. My phone's my camera right now, so I can't look at my phone with all my notes on it. I'm so ADD. But it's BUR, I think, GESE, Sal Burgazi. Backyard Cravings is all you really need to look up online, and you can see his stuff. And we'll talk about him more when he comes in, and we're going to interview him because he does finally have a shop. He's going to be diving. He's opening his own place in South Philly.
Yeah, he seems very funny, dude. The little things we've seen already. He's got a good sense of humor too, which is awesome.
Oh, he's a funny dude. He's like a kid. You know, we're so old that someone in their early 30s or late 20s is like a baby to us. Is BURGESE Burgazi? Okay, so I said it right?
I'm sure you're way off, but that's good.
So back.
Yeah, they did a little edit there.
I also like their interplay. It's like they're like, from the 1920s or something, like, yeah, see, I got, you know what I mean? Like, went and scooped up the money from the bank. See, like, you know, like, but I say that happily and positively. Like, Gene is so great. What I'm trying to communicate is they're communicating quickly and efficiently, and that's good.
Yeah.
I like this. Like, they're not like hammering, stammering, like, you know what I mean, like I do. But like they're the interplay here is good. Let's see what happens when they bring in Sal.
Sweet. I just want to add too, like, I think where I paused it just happens to be on a good spot where like these two guys are genuinely friends and are having fun talking to each other.
Yeah. They get along well, and they have a cute banter with each other. It's true. They've been friends for a very long time. I don't even know if it went back as far as grade school, but definitely high school. It's possible grade school.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's part of what makes this show so great, that they've been lifelong friends.
Yeah, and Gene is like a really good guy. I like him.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Back to the subject here, even though we are at the top of the podcast, episode 3, sponsored by DFX Sound and Light, as you see on the screen down there, and sponsored by Vito's Pizza, and promoting my gigs, which is the 15th and 16th of this month in
DFX
April.
is
I'll be
owned by
out there
Gene.
at the brokerage in Long Island, where there's a lot of Italians and a lot of Jewish people. It's like Long Island Cherry Hill, really. So I look forward to coming out there again. It's one of my favorite clubs. JoeMatarese.com for tickets to that one. So back to watching all those movies now. Because you said to me when we make all these lists of these like remember whens and things, Gene, you said how we always quote stuff in movies now, and that young people might not do it anymore, right?
No.
Do your kids do it?
No, they don't. All they do is look at their phones. There's no movies they see a movie. They don't, dude, how many times
do you think
I said identical? I mean, I say it all the time.
I don't even know what that's from.
It's from my cousin Vinny.
Oh.
Identical.
Yeah, you know that movie word for word. And I think it connects with what we were talking about in the cold open. Not only did we watch a lot of movies when we were young, remember all the lines. I bet because cable came to town, you will watch these movies for something.
I have a question. I feel like I've lost my concept of linear time listening to this podcast. So the cold open also is later, but somehow.
Yeah.
I don't understand how he knew that he was. Well, maybe they write out the script of what they're going to talk about, and he already knew that script, that part's going to be taken out as a cold open, even though they didn't get to that part yet. That's the only explanation. Do you know what I mean?
This is Marvel Endgame in podcast form.
Yeah. I don't get that reference, but I totally understand it in the sense that like it's like. We're talking about a cold open and another cold open within that cold open.
Yeah.
But he's referring to a cold open of which was not recorded yet. I don't know.
Yeah, the cold open is like it's like a particle of light. It exists outside of time.
Exactly. It's just written on paper or something.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. It's bizarre.
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching a magic trick. Like now I'm excited to find out how the cold open still hasn't happened yet, but also already happened.
And he thinks it's extremely clever to mention it at this moment because he's trying to put it all together. So
it might be. I don't understand it. It might be genius. I have no idea.
He thinks it's extremely clever to mention it at this moment.
Also,
is that what happened, Phil?
Yeah, he's trying because he knows that the viewers are going to be watching that part first. So he's mentioning it, but meanwhile, it didn't happen yet. It's really convoluted.
And I wonder, did this show come after any of the criticism he got for the cold open from any of 3 broadcast outlets?
I don't know.
The Blind Mike Project, Who Are These Podcasts, and the Monumental Waste of Time podcast all commented on the cold open. So my question is, did Joe do that and still do the cold open in defiance of
And tripled the time of the cold open, possibly in clear defiance.
Well, the starting the show, I came to the conclusion that the cold open didn't serve a purpose. Like if we're gonna see the stuff that was in the cold open, and we're show that comments on it, that would put us in a bad position. We would comment on it, and then it would come up again.
Yeah.
So that's why I said let's start it from the opening theme from the and that's why our version of the start, he said we're back now.
Yeah.
We don't, like, I totally agree with you, Brendan, like we don't know when anything was filmed, like how did time move and shift. All I know is like he does these weird things, and Phil Fan commented on it too, that said like he thinks he's clever.
Yeah.
I think he's great. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's like that, but
Yeah.
He's too consumed by these, like, trying to out, like, yeah, he's trying to be clever, show business above everybody, and we're all just like saying, hold on, that happened 2 days from now. How is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay? Like, like, I don't.
I think also both of them, honestly, both Joe and Gene might be served well to maybe listen to their children when they talk more, because the idea that kids don't quote movies anymore is insane. Like you couldn't get away from Chicken Jockey last year from the Minecraft movie. If you knew any little kids, you heard them yelling Chicken Jockey. And
Yeah.
So like, I don't know why they think kids aren't quoting movies. Maybe they don't realize the kids are quoting movies because they haven't seen them.
Well, that was Gene's first faux pas in, which I think is great because, this is episode 3, we think, and he's been stellar. So
Yeah.
I'm willing to throw him, an okay, Gene, you're doing great. So you can roll.
Yeah, I'm not trying to shit on for. I'm just like they should be aware that if they're worried that kids aren't quoting movies anymore, they absolutely are. Also, you can watch a movie on a phone. So if the kids are looking at the phone, it might be a movie.
Thank you for letting us know that, because we don't go to the movies either. We're just consumed by music and Joe.
Yeah, like children's movies are actually breaking box office records in the last like 2 years. So like the idea that kids don't go to movies is a little weird. But
wow.
But yeah, I think it's fun. I like their take on it. But and you know what you said, this is episode 3, or maybe it is. We don't know. Maybe this is episode 7, and we're in the future.
Yeah. So
maybe Joe exists at a time. That's why he's always asking people if they remember things. That's it. That's why he's a time traveler.
Oh my God,
he always has to
that's
ask
what
you,
makes him look so weird here in this screenshot. Look how weird he looks.
Yeah, no, this is like
this is my theory. He is in some sort of weird time dilation thing where he doesn't know what year it is because he's jumping around.
And I thought it was a filter.
No, I think he's got like reverse Benjamin Button going on. But
wow, like this is weird. Like Joe has cast a spell on me, and now he's attempting to do it to the public at large.
Yeah.
So go ahead, roll the tape. Let's see where these guys go with this.
Sweet.
Watch them over and over. You didn't watch it. You'd watch it 40 times in a month because it was so you paid. You were paying. I was getting it for free, but you still watched them.
Oh my God, dude! You heard cursing and like nudity for the first time, and like without having it being cut, without having going to National Geographic or a Playboy, you felt like you were the king.
Oh God, you just brought a memory back. Did you ever have one of these where you forgot there might be nudity in this movie, and you're watching it with like your friend's parents, and you're like, "What the hell?" I watched Animal House with my neighbor and his grandmom, and there was boot. Yeah, and that scene with the ladder. Where he's moving the ladder.
He's hopping up and down. That is so funny. It's the best.
Now, what are your movies? If you had to make a list, the ones that you quote And you quote him now too, like you just said. What other lines from my cousin Vinny? Because I was saying one last night that I kept saying.
Look, a biological clock keeps ticking. The two Utes. The two Utes is the one that you do all the time. There's so many, dude. They just come out of nowhere.
You just think of them because that's what what I couldn't stop saying at Easter, at my mother-in-law's house, because they kept saying. I'm trying to remember what they were saying. They were talking about something, and I just kept.
This is I'm sad for these guys right now. They're lost.
Yeah.
They're lost. Let me explain.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's like they're lost in a world of like movies, okay? And they're above this. They're above this. We want to hear, at the very least, do it like, that movie is important because it relates to my life in this way. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And then if you practice doing that for a while, then you get out of the habit of always associating something with a movie. Okay? Yeah. So what I suggest for Joe is to start going like, anytime he finds himself talking about a movie, go and go like, oh, I guess I relate to Dog Day Afternoon because I robbed a bank one day. Okay, you know what I mean? Or something like that. Like, okay. Like, and then you'll go like, hey, I can tell the story when I robbed a bank without referencing Dog Day Afternoon, which some people might know, some people might like, some people might have a bad experience with it. Like, so anyway, like they're above this. Joe, I'm telling you, you're above this, and it's at your own peril right now that you're lost in that stuff. Like you have a natural story and a special talent, and like I'll always want to encourage. I can pull it out of you, buddy. I can get it, man. Like I know what to do. Like here, okay. So like just enjoy, and we're gonna watch this. But just know that I know what you're capable of. Okay, so if you want to go about this is your time on TV. We call it YouTube.
Gene lost a couple of points when I was first watching this, in terms of going back and forth about movies, because, I kind of looked down on it as well. And I was kind of like, oh, come on, Gene, and then you could see like how these two are friends. But then Gene, has so much more to him, unlike Joe.
Like
I know Karen disagrees.
Brendan lives out in LA, so like he's gonna have the best perspective on this, like about like people, you know what I mean? Like, see, in his world, like film references might have a total different meaning, like as a way of like, go ahead, like, what's it like up there?
Yeah, I mean, like, you definitely, if someone's like referencing movies, it can be a fun way to, like, we've seen plenty of stand-ups who use references to movies or TV shows and ways to help elevate like a punchline sometimes, or at least make it make more sense. But just like kind of doing the, hey, you remember this scene, and then adding,
that's
and
what
adding
I'm saying. Like, yeah.
And be like, yeah, I remember that. What about this other scene?
Yeah, like totally. Like at least don't do it, or do it very occasionally.
Yeah,
like I have like, you know what I mean? Like we all have a story about them. Like do it very occasionally. Like I'm telling you, like he's above this. That's all I want to say. Like and I feel good saying it. I'm not slamming him. Like
no.
I'm not slamming him when I say like this guy is capable of so much more, and his story is so compelling. He's being lazy right now, like mentally and creatively, by doing this. It's okay for him to be local, okay? And I guess that's what he's doing right now. And he's the master at local. He's the master at like at the local angle right now. Like, you know what I mean? He's actually cultivating a scene, and a following. Okay, like whether we make fun of it or not, Joe is actually cultivating a scene. He had his most successful show recently. He's getting views. He's doing well, and I think that he should match it in his media appearances and stuff like this. So that's all I'm saying. He's above going like, what are your top 5 movies or something like that, like you said.
Yeah. Well, especially since it's like his lifelong friend. So like this is a real surface level small talk conversation right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, this can't be how you talk to your friend of 50 years when you see him. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like, and so let's let it rip. Let's see what they go. Like, it speaks to the lack of, all right, but go ahead. I'm fine.
Getting in their face and going, overruled. You remember that?
Yeah.
Overruled.
And then You Blend. Like, there's so many.
Oh, You Blend.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And you know what gets me mad is you'll watch these movies with your kids. Like, I think I watched My Cousin Vinny with my daughter. Not one laugh.
Oh my God, Benny's here. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Hold on.
Hold on. We got to add him in.
How do I add him in?
Oh, hold on. There he is.
Yo,
hey.
That's so funny.
I don't want to interrupt what's going on. Let me just sit back and get caught up because I don't want to interrupt anything.
Karen, if you don't mind, I would love to catch Benny up on what is happening in the podcast right now.
Yeah, go ahead,
sure.
I would love
do it
to
real
hear
quick.
that.
So these two guys are lifelong friends. Are you already aware of Gene, Benny?
Yeah, this Gene. This guy. Everything I've seen has been cool.
Yeah. He's been great. There was an earlier part where he was trying to kind of open up about basically childhood trauma, where his mother and father would beat the shit out of each other. And
sorry, that's not why I laughed. Sorry.
and Joe said, "Yeah, that's how it used to be." Anyway, let's go, and then change the subject. So now they're talking about how My Cousin Vinny's great, and kids don't laugh during My Cousin Vinny.
And it's all about movies.
Really, that one doesn't hold up in 2026.
He said his daughter. He said he looked at her throughout the movie and she didn't laugh one time.
No.
At the movie where like one of the most beautiful women alive has to be like second fiddle to a troll.
You know, I saw her in person once.
Yeah.
She was probably one of the most stunning people I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, Marissa Tomei.
Yeah. Can I just say this real quick? Again, I don't want to interrupt, but this is the first time I've spoken to Brendan in probably like 10 years.
Oh,
has it been?
Yeah, I bet it has been.
We text kind of.
Yeah, we communicate. We communicate still, but I haven't spoken to you in so long, man. It's great to see you. I'm glad I was able to get on. Thanks for sending me the link. What's going on here? And with the zany world of Joe Matarese. Is this his podcast now? Does he have his own podcast?
This is the third episode.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is 2 guys, 1 booth.
Yeah, but they're not 3 guys, 3 friends, 1 booth, but now it's down to 2 friends, and they're not in the booth and they're not in the pizzeria.
Yeah,
they're
so
separate.
it's 2 friends,
they're not
0
even
booths.
together. Episode 3.
Hey, there was some speculation whether or not this was going to make it to episode 3,
Correct.
right? So,
yeah, well, we have some reports that are coming out later about this.
I'm a really big fan, and I hope it survives. And I just hope it survives. Did we talk about that Joe has another podcast coming out? I forget.
We're gonna get there.
Okay, cool.
why?
We're gonna get there.
All right, cool.
I know it's insane. It's absolutely insane. It's just insane.
Probably a totally new format, I bet, right?
So crazy.
Yeah, he's gonna wear a Flyers hat instead of a Phillies hat.
Totally.
Sorry, that was a cheap shot, Karen. My bad.
No, it's cool.
Karen's hair looks great.
Thank you so much. I feel really good in this whole ensemble. and having my friends on MWOT, it's so amazing. Like, I feel really great, like right now. Like, you guys don't know, like, that I vibe so much off your creativity. Like, I just had an incredible experience on Benny's show. Benny,
Hey, man.
Culture Cheese was really an incredible experience to do.
So that episode, I'm so proud of that, just because weeks later after that, proud of myself, proud of you for look what we accomplished with that video in terms of changing other people's opinions about subjects that weren't even brought up on my channel.
But tell everyone what happened on Culture Cheese 3 and the fallout after.
Yeah, as long as I'm not interrupting any flow.
No, this is really big because, like, what was our show about, and what was the fallout? Please tell. I want our listeners to know what I was a part of, like, because I learned a lot.
So I saw a video of this guy and ended up watching a good 3 hours worth of this guy's video and was so sucked in. I was like, I got to talk about this. I got to showcase this. I needed someone on with me. I can't do this by myself. I'm no good by myself. Karen was available. I was so thankful because a lot of what I was talking about, even though this wasn't the full point of the video, was about AI music. And I knew Karen had a stance on that. So I was like, okay, that would be cool too. Even though that wasn't what my focal point was, we did spend a lot of time talking about it. So we spent about 2.5 hours talking about this guy who clearly just really didn't see that coming. His reaction to it was volatile. He ended up making a response to Karen and I. But his response was very much not necessarily. I don't know. The title of the video, it's been since deleted. The title of the video was Benny and his tranny. This is this guy's response.
Yeah.
So I see that. I'm like, okay, here we go. Mind you, we didn't talk about any of that stuff on the video. You know what I mean?
Well, they got really mad at me.
Yeah.
But I learned something which was real valuable to me. That all their fans and them, they couldn't even get past the fact that I was trans. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
so any good point that Karen made,
I was actually supporting them, even though it was AI. I was saying, like, look, what I'd rather Stone Dad do, what I'd rather Stone Dad do is write the songs that he writes and then work with an actual rapper that he can work with instead of generating AI vocals. Okay, that's all I've said. You know, some weird things here and there.
You were very fair, and you were significantly kinder than I was.
So they were just so upset that I was trans. Now, and I have a thick skin, more so than almost anybody that's trans. I mean,
I think all that stuff bothered me more than you.
Yeah, some things get to me. I have my moments, like, where you know, and I've been, like, publicly ridiculed, okay, like at a location, and a whole room was catcalling, you know, not catcalling, like hooting and hollering at, like, me, like that a trans person walked into this McDonald's in Delco, Pennsylvania. And it was mostly kids, and you have to make space for kids to make fun of you in life, no matter what you are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could be the coolest person, but if you come in and wax shoes, you know, you might get laughed at by a whole McDonald's.
Well, I gotta be fair and finish this whole thing, because remember I went on. I believe you were watching that live stream, the Stone Dead live stream that I went on, where it was like 4 against 1.
Yeah.
And I put a brave face on, and I went on there and took on all comers. It was like watching those old Steven Seagal movies where he's just fighting like 4 dudes. That was kind of like no, it wasn't like that. But as soon as I get on, they start drilling me with questions about Karen, none of which I was expecting to need to discuss or speak on or anything. And it caught me off guard, because I was like, I don't even know how to answer these questions. So they I unconsciously, my consciousness was like, well, I don't want to answer this question incorrectly and inadvertently. So, you know what I mean? Like,
can I tell you something, Benny?
Yeah.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, listen, it was respectful and it was the right thing to do. Like even though these people were talking about me a lot, okay, I didn't jump in because, and I think I told you this, like, it was your show and like your like finding of those people, and not that I would care if you jumped in and contacted Gene Esposito, okay, but like it would be like I would love you if you called me like one day and was like, yo, I got Gene Esposito, he's gonna come on MWOT, like, episode 50, like, you know what I mean? But like, sure. So I would love that, but like it like at first you would be like, should I even jump into that? Like, that's Karen's thing, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I
didn't jump in, and although I did 1 or 2 things, I was in the chat, even though I didn't chat, and and Stone Dad saw that I was in the chat, and that led him to make some false conclusions.
People, the people think everything's kind of like, everywhere is kind of like the way it is around them, and it's just not. And these people from a completely different demographic, I don't know how much exposure they have to anybody outside of people much like themselves.
That's what I understand. You're absolutely right, and that's my understanding of it too. So, but it was helpful for me to go like, Karen, like, you have this, and you do this and that, but like,
damn,
some people aren't going to really be able to get past it. And that's good to know. Like, it's just good to know.
Yeah. Well, look, I definitely didn't want to come on and derail.
No, you didn't. I requested that we talk about my appearance on Culture Cheese 3, which was incredible. And anybody that's like into like AI or music or us, like, like, definitely check out Culture Cheese in general.
Was fun.
But
it was fun time.
Episode 3, it was about AI music, and Benny and I really went in there, and it was like at times like really tense and interesting and scary and comedic, and I think that you'll really dig it. And for 2 weeks, and Benny's still in the world, for 2 weeks I was immersed in just as a observer. I didn't even interject myself into it. Like, I was just listening to me be discussed, and I didn't jump in. It was very like mature of me.
Yeah, well, I appreciate anyone that goes and checks it out. But Gene Esposito looking great. I did automatically notice we were no longer in a pizza place.
Yeah.
Not only are they not in a booth, but now they're not even in a pizza place, and they're not together, and they're losing one friend. So.
I very much enjoyed that heartfelt conversation you guys just had was taking place with Gene's face as the primary visual on screen.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, play the tape.
Okay, here we go.
To watch it, if it's on and you're going through stations and it's there, you're stopping every freaking time.
Yeah, why isn't it funny to them? Because I'm like, if their movie's good, I think I would like. I watch new movies now and like them. Why can't they like that?
I don't know, man. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know if it's out of their time frame or they don't relate. It's a whole different world today, man.
They don't relate to. But my cousin Vinny should be relatable. That one's not like about something that's not relatable to just all.
Well,
I'm gonna look up what year that movie came out.
I was just gonna do that.
I mean, I can't believe that it's not relatable.
I was just gonna do that.
It is slow.
Yeah, Joe always forgets that his references, and it's okay.
1992.
He always forgets that his references are 35 to sometimes 50 years old. And on one hand, that's a problem. But on the second hand, I understand it. It's his comfort zone. So I worry about it too. I do it sometimes in my act, stand-up act. But sometimes, you know, he's not even thinking that that's a really old reference. Like I eliminated a lot when I started doing stand-up again. I eliminated a lot of my references because they were too old, and they're actually younger than Joe's references right now. Okay, so it's just odd, like that he doesn't even go in his head. Like maybe I shouldn't be talking about my cousin Vinny.
This can't possibly be the first movie that his kids have rolled their eyes at. My son watch a lot of movies with him, both current and old. And every once in a while, I'll try to show him something from back in my day that at the time would have been kind of a groundbreaking type of movie or something like that. We sit down, we watch him. He's not into it. And I'm even watching it like just doesn't hold up anymore. It was a great movie. Doesn't make it any less great, but
I know, but
it doesn't hold up. My cousin Vinny, though, man. I mean,
where the problem is that he doesn't realize, like, for us, like, if he thinks about when he was a kid, if his dad was like, come down and watch the Maltese Falcon.
Yeah, Joe can't do that. Joe can't make that analogy. He can't do it.
Okay, like that's all I'm trying to say, Joe. That's my point. Like, you don't even realize that what you're talking about right now. Okay, but see, in his defense, that's the market he's trying to get. People that, but see, all the people that came out to speak Joe thinks he's talking to like people that don't live lives like him. But all the people that came out to Vito's Pizza to speak in the first 2 episodes, they had like things going on and they were vivacious. Like, remember Phil Fan?
Yes. Yeah.
So like, you know, the audience out here are go-getters. We want Joe. We want Joe to recognize who his audience is too. Smart people that want to hear interesting things. Like,
yeah. Also, I would like to point out too that this whole little segment of Joe being like, "Why don't these kids like this? Why don't they get these references?" did start with his friend making a reference to my cousin Vinny, and Joe going, "I don't know what that is."
Yeah. That's a good point.
His friend went that did the identical, and Joe goes, "Yeah, I don't know what that is. You're always saying that."
That's a really good point. But then he later talks about he watching it with his daughter.
Yeah. My theory, Benny, currently right now is that Joe Matarese exists out of time, and that's why he's always asking people what they remember, so he can figure out what year it is that he's time slipped into.
Have we determined where this is being broadcasted from?
This is
Joe's Addict and some unknown place.
Yes.
Virgin.
So you know what I noticed after watching the second pizza place podcast? That I guess I just never really picked up on it when I first was watching. That's a multi-camera operation with, I believe, people working behind the I didn't realize that. That wasn't just like people sticking a laptop webcam at the end of their pizza booth.
They went all out, and that's because it's sponsored by DFX, but that's Gene's company.
Yeah.
And also, I just want to always say that when we're talking about Joe's Attic, we're talking about sacred ground. But the weird thing to me is, and I'm very complimentary of Gene Esposito, but you're right. He did put a lot of effort into episodes 1 and 2, filmed on the same day. And I'm a little thrown by, and I'm always complimentary of him, I'm a little thrown by like the lack of, I know I said Black Curtain is fine. It's not too snazzy what he's showing, like, and he could have a DFX banner up.
Yeah, especially if you're okay with me just showing this real quick, Karen.
Sure.
This is the DFX website.
Thank you.
And so it's all about elevating your audio-visual experience.
Yeah.
Expert lighting, audio, video, and AV integration.
Oh, this is cool.
So it's a nice website. Seems like a cool company. But as you guys have pointed out, he's sitting in front of a black curtain.
Right. I didn't understand. I had already looked at that. I looked at the website weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
That's Joe's responsibility. That's not his responsibility.
Yeah, like it's he's not elevating his own thing. Presumably all the cameras and stuff for the podcast and the pizza place were his.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, that was really cool that he laced out Joe's podcast like that. And Joe's really shrewd at getting people to do those types of things for him. So I don't know. I think these guys are to be admired for forging ahead with episode 3. Let's see where it goes.
Okay, here we go.
And it's also probably the best movie ever made.
I haven't watched that with my kids yet. It's one of my favorites of all time. Like that one. What do you quote from Shawshank? See, I know you're bad on the spot. You can't remember.
I can't remember crap on the spot. You say, give me one, and maybe I can remember.
Well, what I always quote, because I always say almost the last scene in that movie when Morgan Freeman has to come back to the
Morgan
what's
Freeman
it called, the parole board.
Yes.
And
remember
he
Morgan
finally
Freeman
says,
from
you know
Come
what?
Town?
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, he kept saying, Sonny.
He goes, Sonny, I don't give a shit. Right?
Just stamp your paper, Sonny.
And
I don't give a shit.
Years ago, a comedian said to me that moment in that movie is like being a comedian, that you don't get good till you're like, I don't give a fuck. Like you literally can go on stage and not care is when you're finally really a comedian. And that's why I love that part. And
that's exactly what if he's going to do this, that's exactly what he needs to do. Bring it back to his comedy career, whatever it was, whatever silly thing it was actually that has Benny, so perplexed.
He's talking about something at the end of Shawshank summed up the comedy business.
Yeah,
I don't necessarily remember the very end of Shawshank. Huh?
Can you interpret what Joe was trying to mean? I don't know
what happened at the very end or what the last line was that he's referring to. If someone
he's talking about when Morgan Freeman gets released, but he goes into his parole board meeting, assuming they're gonna like just keep him in jail.
Oh.
And so he's like, I don't care what you say, who cares, whatever, stamp your little paper. And then they go, okay, he's released.
So he's saying once he stops chasing it is when opportunity is going to present itself.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know if he's out of the swimming through a tunnel of shit part of the stretch yet. He's got to get out of that. Well, or towards the end of the movie.
How did he relate it to comedy? That's what I was curious about.
Oh, he was saying that once you don't care anymore, that he said a different comedian told him this. Once you don't care anymore, then you'll be good. Which is like a weird way to say, like, once you get over the nerves of being nervous.
Yeah.
Because you still have to give it.
These guys have the benefit of something that I'm only recently experiencing that's been amazing to me in comedy. Like, these guys have every ample opportunity to be their authentic self. and I'm only recently newly experiencing that as a comedian. Like, I'm Karen, and it's so much better. Like, when I was Ozark, I was trying to like walk audiences and like be this like bad boy, and like I couldn't get off stage quick enough. You know what I mean? Now I love it up there, and like I'm comfy, like not comfy yet, but like I just feel better being the authentic me than I feel like I was playing a character, Danny Ozark. Even though I was your guy's friend, that's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the persona of Ozark was also reminiscent of my persona in life. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was in some ways like angry at the world or something, because I was in the wrong body and didn't know how to process that.
And you know what's crazy? If you were that angry at the time, anger would have been so far at the end of the list of things I would have attributed to you. You know?
Yeah, no, it wasn't. You're absolutely right. It wasn't anger. It was like not anger at being in the wrong body, like just like
suffering in silence, like you always say, isn't it?
Yeah, confusion, not anger. You're absolutely right.
Oh, no, I wasn't implying that you weren't angry. I just meant it never showed.
Yeah,
no, I wasn't. I wasn't angry. I wasn't angry. Like, I was using, and that led to like I was processing being trans as a fetish. Okay, not considering the real thing. And then around 2009, 6 years into comedy, I started to do therapy and stand up, and then like for like 4 years, and that was cool, and I was clean, and I started to be clean, and then things started happening. I quit stand up to sort of focus on my transition, because I couldn't do that as like on stage, like in front of everybody. Like, you just couldn't do it, like, you know what I mean? But now I can go on and talk about being trans, which I do sometimes.
And we had kind of lost touch around that time when you started transitioning, but wasn't it like the worst possible timing in all of eternity? Like, didn't you start at like 2019, like right before the entire globe shut down?
Yeah, well, yeah. No, I put some.
That sucks. Who would have seen that coming?
No, I'll tell you how that helped me, actually.
It did?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Let me explain. Like, first, I was doing things on the underground, like to get in a good place, or not in a good place to. After I first started transitioning, that's when I started leaning on Joe and fixing Joe. Okay, and I wasn't like creating, and then Joe helped me deal with being trans. Okay, turning trans. Joe helped me, and then also Joe helped me in being trans, and also Joe inspired me to be creative again, and I started doing MWOT, and it's a tribute to him even still, because the idea I have for him is so pro him.
So that was around 2016. Is that when you
16, 17, yeah. And then we started.
Okay, my mistake. I thought you started it, the transitioning, like right before COVID.
No, well, no, I did.
Okay, then I had it wrong.
I did a lot of pre-work from like 15 to 19. Okay, and then how it helped me, Benny, how the pandemic helped me was that I was able to online transition, as opposed to some of the difficult interpersonal actions, like seeing someone the first time, or like, what am I going to sound like, and all these things, that go into it. I was able to do those online largely, and that helped me, actually.
Okay, that's cool, man.
Yeah. So
sorry.
No, it's totally cool. Like, but like, that's all I'm saying. Like, so, Joe.
So it ended up being a positive thing. The timing of it all. Oh, okay. Well, then that's even better.
Yeah, so
I had a hard enough time getting a refrigerator during that time, much less
yeah, like
anything you were going through.
but it was real cool. So it was long, man. Like I did therapy from 09 to 15 and didn't get any traction for my transition. 15 to 17, I started to get some good traction going. 17, 18, 19, I started to get some better traction going, and then it took off. But there's still problems with my voice. You know what I mean? Like I have an actually good voice that I use in my real life, like where I'll be like, "Hi, how are you? I just wanted you to know that the appointment is at 3 p.m. and to bring 2 forms of ID and also a copy of your papers." Now I don't know if that's good, but like it's higher than I normally talk like on the show, and I have an even better one. Like I have an even better one that I don't know if I could do it on command. Like
KPF, doesn't she sound a little ditzy?
You think she's ditzy?
A little ditzy. I like it. That's not an inside criticism.
When I sometimes hear her when she's using it and it doesn't sound ditzy. I think it's hard to sound ditzy now when she's just kind of like showing you what it sounds like. But it doesn't sound ditzy. She got a lot of voice training to do this. Like, tell them about.
Oh, I'm not insulting it. I hope it didn't come off as a.
Yeah, no. I'm not taking it that way.
No, I haven't had a good voice lately, but I'm trying to have a better voice. So
voice is great.
I try my best when I absolutely need to use my voice. I try to have a really good voice, but I can't do it all the time. Like it gets difficult and tiring.
Yeah. Well, I remember what you used to sort of practice back when Steve Miller was like your co-host. Was it the same podcast name then? Or?
Yeah.
I remember you doing it then, and you aren't struggling like you were then. So you've obviously made great strides in that.
Thank you. Yeah. But when I'm doing broadcasting, sometimes I'm gonna try to use my voice. Like I'm glad this happened because I'm gonna try to use my voice for the rest of the show.
Ken, when you were doing the Bird's Ear View episodes, you did like a whole 2-hour episode using your voice, at least one, more than one.
Really?
Right?
Well, I'm going to use my voice now, and I know I sound ditzy, but I don't want to. I kind of like to have knowledge.
It winds up getting bounced. You don't sound ditzy when you're like really in it and doing it. But I totally agree with Benny's first impression of it and the way it initially sounds because you're just not in it yet. And so I completely I hear what he's hearing, but it's like it doesn't.
Wish I picked a different word.
And we're back. I want to see this guy pull himself up by his show business bootstraps and turn this around.
Okay.
Turn it around, Joe Henry Matarese. Like.
It's William.
Man, you got to bet him to win.
Kim Basinger, what was that called? That movie? That was a great.
What was that called?
That was 9.5
I
weeks.
loved her. She was I had pictures of her in my room. She was my favorite, dude. Prettiest. I thought she was the prettiest woman in the '80s of all the women in the world.
Yeah, and she's gone. We don't see her anymore. She's
Joe's
still
bringing
alive.
Gene down.
That's on the list. 59th Street, I have on the list too of the movies that you just watched over and over. And
we don't see her anymore as the romantic lead in movies.
Watched Titus. A lot of people saw
98 years old.
First directorial debut.
Spielberg did that movie?
Yep.
I don't know any lines from that whole movie.
Oh, dude, don't even start.
Give me one. Give me one.
$50 never killed
anybody.
$50 never killed anybody.
We should do a 3
Blow
friends.
the fuck out of high prices. Yes, sir.
3 friends, 1 booth watch party.
No, please.
Last time I did a podcast years ago, I had these like super fan guys, and we did a watch party. We all got a hotel room. This is how crazy I am with like my fans when they become super fans.
Oh my god!
I didn't stay overnight.
Oh yeah,
some of the guys
really
did. But I ate dinner with them, and we watched like 5 episodes of The Sopranos together.
Sorry, Karen. Was that time out? Or
Yeah.
Was that a good time, Karen?
He turned it around. he
Babe,
turned it around.
Yeah, no, I told you this was gonna get,
He had to do it. And now he's talking about hanging out with his fans, and I love it. Like he had to do it. Go ahead, Bren. Like,
babe, there are people
Super
that
fans?
you know. There are people that you know that are really doing amazing out there as comedians who do this with their fans and can say that and probably don't even use that wording. I hate the way Joe says it like that.
He's hitting his. Well, it's implied that he's going to hit his standard above vibe. That's not my point.
But babe,
that's not my point. This is him relating to talking about his real life, and he's just doing the thing. Like, I'm not going to say their names because I'm not going to share the spotlight with them, but like he will say their names eventually. Like,
these guys are not fans. These are people that Joe tried to make friends with because he has no friends. That's how he sees. That's how what it is.
No, he's friends with his fans, and I would do that too.
Fan.
I only know of one Joe superfan who would fall into that category.
And I'm ignored.
Yeah. We've established anything.
He's so misled. It's like that's the point.
If Karen was there, like she should have been, she could report back which 5 episodes too. Were they like on shuffle, or were they 5 consecutive ones? Like which 5? 5 in a row?
Also think season? About this. I've hung out.
Why are you doing that at all? You know what I mean? Like,
look, I hung out. You know what? You guys are right, and this is maybe he's not better than this because I hung out with him. Okay.
Thank you. Yay.
Right, hold on. I hung out with him, and let me tell you something. We weren't sitting there talking about, 80s sitcoms. Okay. I was trying to make the conversation like, about like, hey man, like, thank you for really helping me. He's like so vapid. He's
Joe
so
was
vapid.
looking at you like that? Wait,
yeah,
Joe?
it was like he didn't want to relate with me or something.
Oh, Joe?
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Well, we've seen in this very episode, he is afraid of people opening up emotionally around him.
Yeah.
Which some people would say
like
is
I got that impression, like actually, like, but he was really cool, and I really liked him. But like, someone really special to me said he manipulates, and to be careful, and like maybe he does, like.
He does, babe. Oh God, babe, he does.
Somebody really close to me said, "Be careful."
Yep, he does.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
And we brought spaghetti in, meatballs. It was such a great time. It was fun. I don't know. I don't remember any of used cars. You think it holds up?
Oh, dude, it does. So many.
Used cars.
You don't need those pills, old man. You don't need those pills.
I don't know anything you're talking about.
Built the car with my own 2 hands. My own 2 hands.
That's Gene is like a jukebox right now.
I'm gonna watch it tonight so I can talk about it on the next episode.
There's so many lines. It's hilarious. The whole part of the $50 never killed anybody. He was trying to sell a car to a guy, and he won $50 more for it. And he said, "No way." He kept saying $50 won't kill anybody. Well, his boss was just in a car and was having a heart attack and comes into the room and falls on the floor. And he thinks it was planned. He killed him for not spending $50. Give me the paper. I'll sign it. I'll sign it.
And it was Kurt Russell. Who else? There was somebody else. Jack Warden in that movie.
It was that
that old guy who always looked old. Yes, Ned Beatty wasn't in it though, right?
No, not Ned Beatty. Yeah, I think Jack Ward played 2 parts. He played the brothers. One was the jackass, and one was the old guy who died. It was the owner.
My father did this too, Brendan. My father would do this, and it would really bug me what Joe's doing. Like, he'd be like, "Oh, that like, what's that guy in the White House right now? What's his name?"
Yeah, he's gonna talk. Gene is gonna talk a little bit about Joe's dad and what he remembers about Joe's dad. So you're gonna, and this is not gonna be that surprising, but This is the first glimpse of Joe's dad, and it's really not that shocking. Okay, so I mean, you kind of like, how do you expect Joe to, turn out better?
Let's get eventually we have something cool to talk about, like the list of people that we brought up to be potential surprise celeb guests on 50, and whether or not it would be realistic for them to say yes to do it. But like that's down the road. But like continue with this, Siskel and Ebert at the movies.
Karen, I also have family members that do what you said your dad was doing that they're doing.
Yeah,
and, I have an uncle who does it, and like it is hard. Sometimes I just have to be like, hey, I'm gonna walk over here, and then okay, I understand.
Yeah, but I could talk about movies like this with friends and stuff like that, or even a small talk with people you don't know that well. Doesn't need to be recorded and broadcasted anywhere, though.
No.
Yeah, I mean, this is really irresponsible of him, and like his next podcast idea is so I'm gonna let Phil Fan incorporate it how she wants, but his next podcast idea is so mundane.
You're not gonna believe it. You guys aren't gonna believe it, but we'll get to it.
I have a feeling I'll believe it.
But the point is this. Like, he's better than this, man, and I can get him there. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Brent. Play the tape. Joe, turn this around, bro, please.
This is a great freeze frame of him, though.
Yeah. Rugged.
Oscars for one performance to me, and people don't even look at it as like a good performance, which was Herb Brooks in the movie Miracle about the 80 Olympics.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Hit stop. Okay. Herb Brooks was not in the movie Miracle. He was played in the Miracle movie.
Okay? This isn't surprising, babe. He doesn't know sports, and he talks about sports. He doesn't know He loves Rocky, but Mike Kunda outshone him.
Well, remember when he was talking to I can't think of the comic's name, but that was in the Spider-Man movies, and he was like, "What's Spider-Man like?"
Yeah. What's he really like? And it was really obvious that, it was unmistakable that he really saw him as a person.
He's talking about the Olympics from the 80s.
Yeah, no, but he's he's like I don't know.
A movie about the hockey win.
Oh, that movie came out a year after Shawshank Redemption. Keep in mind,
The Miracle on Ice or whatever. Yeah,
you remember All the Family starring Archie Bunker.
I wonder what the dog from Family Guy's like. I think him to talk.
Exactly what it's like. That's exactly what it's like. You hit it.
All right, here we go. Right. Let's. This
is not even being mean. It's just
no. It's okay. Okay.
Unbelievable. I don't know how he doesn't win an Oscar for Herb Brooks part.
I also thought he was good in Wyatt Earp, and I thought that the guy who played Doc Holliday, what's his name? He's dead now.
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer was amazing in that one little line. You remember that forever, that one little scene.
Val Kilmer was another phenom. I didn't know he died. I didn't know he died until the Oscars, and they did the in memoriam. I didn't even know. I'm like, he died? I knew he was sick.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
That wasn't from Wyatt.
All right, well, let's bring our guest in because he's sitting there and he's waiting.
Thank God.
Is that him with the chin? I don't see his face right now. I see his chin.
Dan, our producer, can you bring our guest?
Who's the producer?
Salvatore Borghese.
Hold on. Someone has been in charge of this. Someone that he trusts more than he trusts me as a producer of his podcast. Dan, you're a moron.
And Dan chose to use the filter. Joe didn't know about the filter. There we go.
Benny, Dan is on the scene now. Producer Dan.
Dan the man.
So I don't know how big a space this is upstairs. But so there's also the Salvatore person, and now there's someone named Dan as well.
I think he's by himself in his attic.
No, everybody. Yeah, he's by himself.
Oh, these guys are all.
They're not together.
My God, dude!
I thought they were all like sitting across from Joe, and these two dudes were just all sitting there waiting to get brought on while these guys finish.
Dude, the people that Joe, it's infinite. The list of people that he is utilized as confidants and partners and everything, except for me. Like it's just unbelievable. Like he will go to every extreme.
Well, Spaceballs 2 is coming out. You guys remember Spaceballs 1?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
What was the guy that played the main? What was the guy?
That was his name was Mel Brooks.
Oh, and he hosted the news.
I don't remember. It came out in like 2013. It was a while ago.
It was all fun and games, dude. It was all fun and games for me until I heard about Dan. Okay, I'm raging right now. Like this is, another person that Joe's entrusted, another New York, individual who Joe has entrusted over me. You know what I mean? Because and I don't understand. I don't understand, Joe. Like,
Karen's gonna cry.
Yeah,
No.
like, dude, you gotta give me a chance. Like, we can go somewhere. Dan, this is okay. You hate me. Hate Dan. Okay? Because Dan is allowing this to go on, okay? And if Dan cared about you, he would tell you to stop. So that's all I'm saying. Like, I want to produce a podcast for Joe called Late Stage Greatness. I want to be Dan. Like, I'm jealous right now. Like, I have to admit, I'm jealous.
I'm still not clear on who Salvatore is. He's a guest.
I know they just won't let him on the screen. They won't let him on the screen. Like,
he makes cheesesteaks.
Does he have anything to do with the podcast? Because I'm wondering why Joe just gave out his first and last name.
He's promoting his cheesesteak business, which Joe has already gotten free food from and enjoyed.
Gotcha. All right.
Gene's review was that he enjoyed the flavor, but he wished there was more meat. Sorry, I'm still laughing at Benny's joke saying that he thinks Spaceballs came out in 2013. That caught me off guard. All right, should I keep going, Karen?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Got the greatest name ever to own a pizza place. I'm so excited for him that he's going to be owning a pizza place.
Oh, is this him?
Backyard Cravings legend. Where's his merch at all times? Where's the white hat?
I didn't want to wear too much.
Sal, is that how you say your last name? Borghese? How do you say
Borghese, yeah.
Borghese.
Yeah, Fugazi. You got a Fugazi with Borghese.
Joe, the movie you were talking about, I think, is 29th Street, not 59th Street.
Why did I say 50? Because I'm bad New
Can we
York. Your
stop
head's
for a
getting cut
minute?
off.
59, that's why.
Just watch this guy, Sal. He's so much younger than Joe, and you will see such a huge difference in every aspect compared to Joe. Joe brings on these people who have so much promise because he wants to glom onto them, and it's actually painful because you'll see, it's worse. It like brings out like the worst in Joe. So that's all I want to say. It's painful to watch, actually.
That's all I want to say. That you basically said he's a vampire of human emotional blood.
Right. Yes, that's correct.
Okay, like no, but I get it. Like, this guy is vivacious and a business owner. Joe hangs around these people. You're right, Phil Fan. Joe does hang around these people
He has
to
a lot of followers. Go ahead.
glom on to their best characteristics and see if any will rub off on him. It's not a successful plan so far, but maybe it'll happen. And this dude is really cute. This Sal dude.
Oh yeah, he's got a lot going for him. I mean, makes me happy for him. But All right, go ahead.
And it looks like he's got a nice kitchen, which we know Joe can be envious of.
Yes, that's a good
We're
point.
chopping your. There you go. There you go.
Fugazi.
Yeah. Look. How old are you, Sal?
33.
33, and you know 29th Street.
It's one of my favorite movies.
I'm not a fucking loser.
Oh my god.
Danny Aiello is probably the best character in that whole movie.
Is that
He's
You
unbelievable.
sorry son of a bitch. I'm not a fucking loser.
Yo,
I want to be around in that movie. That movie was great.
Oh,
The movie I didn't see though is because I worked at Ralph's since I was like 17, 18. They always say movie quotes, and they would say Pope of Greenwich Village. I've never seen it yet.
oh, you got to
They
get
say
that.
I would
one.
love it.
You would
I
love
know.
it. If you like 29th Street, you'll love the Pope of Greenwich Village too.
Yeah, and I love horse racing, so that's why I think I would even love it more.
Oh,
That-
dude, it's so good.
There's another one. Remember that scene where he's making the fucking. You'll love. There's a scene where he's talking to Mickey Rourke about him buying a racehorse, right? And he's like this shithead cousin to Mickey Rourke in the movie. So Mickey Rourke's going like, where the fuck did you get the money to buy a fucking racehorse? He's like, I went on the streets for it. You went on the streets? What are you, just a movie that says Stu Nods. He says
Right.
Stu Nods. He goes, what are
Yeah.
you, Stu Nods?
Joe, how do you know?
Yeah,
what
I got to watch it.
Joe, how
What?
do you know what Stunat is? Your family didn't do any Italian words.
I'm a Metagon Italian, and Gene's been shitting on me since we were about 14 years old.
No one else has a 3
You're not
pound
full
What?
Italian?
Yes, he's full Italian, dude, and he doesn't. It's the most crazy thing you've ever seen in your life. You go to his house and no one offers you food. They leave you downstairs. It's horrible.
Oh man.
Did you catch what I said? I said that explains why you're in the food business, that you have a love for all these movies. You live in South Philly. You start. So
Can you stop it for a
see, I've
second?
seen a few of your interviews.
Karen, did you hear that?
yeah, that was pretty wild. I didn't like something I just saw from that dude Sal actually.
What do you like?
When Gene was kidding or something, or insinuated or something that Joe wasn't full Italian.
Yeah.
That dude sounds like you're not full Italian, and I can relate because I'm not full. So
Yeah.
like, what is he saying? Like I know what he's saying, but like that's a little aggressive on Sal's part, I thought.
Yeah, I could see that.
Sorry.
But
I
you know,
think-
did you hear what Gene said? That go into his house, nobody offers you food.
I think that cut deeper than
Yeah.
the Sal guy.
Did you hear that, Karen? Do we have to replay that? Because Karen, that's like, I mean, going.
No, I heard it. I heard it. Like, and I hate that when you go over people's house and they don't freely offer you food. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you don't know how to step if you're staying there for a period of time either. So
I'm not even surprised to hear that that's what they did. They're like, and I'm not talking even about Joe being in control there. It's about his parents.
the whole thing is traumatizing from Dan to the actual content of what they're saying. Like, I'm traumatized right now.
Okay.
Okay, I'll hit play.
Already. So I know that you started up the business, Backyard Cravings, right at the moment that kind of COVID started to happen because you're stuck inside and you start making food, right? Isn't
Yeah,
that-
it was all by accident. Nothing was meant to happen. I started when we always would travel for food and stuff like pizzas, and we would go all over New York, Connecticut.
Really?
And yeah,
Who,
I would
your
I'll go-
family or just you and your wife? Or
Yeah, just us two. And I'll go anywhere if it's for pizza. I'll try pizza. I could eat. We used to get pizzas and just fill a trunk up with just pizzas, and we would just go to like 8 different spots.
where were your favorite ones in New York? Do you remember?
So my favorite is just which made me want to start doing it was Lucali's in Brooklyn. I just fell in love with like the ambiance of it. It's like how you could sit down. It's a BYOB. It's all old school in there.
Mhm.
And I loved his whole story about it. So I was like, let's just start making pizzas. Let's try. I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know nothing. But I'm a hypochondriac. So when COVID happened, I was like, we can't order shit no more. Like we're done. We gotta learn how to make our own stuff. Like, and I was eating pizza with a knife and fork. We were literally. I was taking the pizza box with gloves, sliding it on the tinfoil, letting it sit, and then cut it. This is how nuts I am.
How I was too, dude. I still to today. I get my shirt to open doors. I won't touch anything.
I don't touch my hands. I'm like this, opening up a door.
Yeah, me too. When I go to the gym, I wash my hands like a freaking doctor 3 times for 20 seconds. The elbow. Yeah, 20 seconds each time too. Everything. I'm doing everything.
I sung "Happy Birthday" so many times. I must have been 4,000 years old. I was singing "Happy Birthday," just washing my hands.
This is great. Exactly the same way. Everybody.
My hands were.
That's definitely an Italian thing. I was thinking it today when I left my gym this morning. I did the, where you put your hand under the sanitizer, and then I kicked the door with my foot to get out of the gym. And I'm going, how many freaking feet have kicked the gym door? Because no one wants to touch it.
Sal, and I don't know, Sal, if you know, like that's hand sanitizer. And I heard that after like 1 or 2 times, it doesn't work anymore. So I can't just use hand sanitizer.
Really? Don't work?
Soap. I need soap.
You just opened up a whole new thing for me. Yeah. I didn't know that.
In the same day, after a while, it doesn't work. That's what it's probably bullshit. I heard it one time, but I believe it.
I wasn't leaving my house. So if I would shower, and if I left my house, I would have to go back. I would have to shower again. Like the outside air couldn't touch my skin.
Really?
That's how nuts I was with it.
Did you wear a mask in the car? Did you wear a mask?
No. I wasn't that crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Especially when you're by yourself. What is that
by
about?
yourself? I love the people that wear a mask in the car but no seatbelt, as if you're more likely to get COVID in a car by yourself than in a car accident not wearing a seatbelt.
That's so true. That's hilarious, Sal.
But we went to the gas station. I always have gas stations. I hate gas stations. Like I always have a fear at a gas station.
What do you fear at a gas station? What are you fearing?
Oh, you're gonna get killed at a gas station all the time. Like
really?
Yeah, especially the one where we have on 10th and Snyder. And I needed gas, and I'll never get gas in the city. I always go to Jersey. But we go to this 10th and Snyder. Just got out the shower. I'm feeling good. And all I hear is in the corner, yo, Bo. I'm like, what the fuck? Comes up to me. Here he comes. A guy who grew up with my dad. He was on drugs. And he's like, yo, Bo, how's the family? How's that? I'm like, good. How's everyone? How's mom? How's dad? You think I can borrow $5 for him? And then as he's saying it, I see a piece of his spit fly and hit my lip right there.
Oh, no.
Dude, I never wanted to hurt somebody so bad. I got so aggravated. I said, take the 5. I went home. I scrubbed my lip. I thought I got AIDS. I thought I got hepatitis. I thought I got everything. I went 10 times, scrubbing my lips, scrubbing my
Stop. This kid is, I got to give him credit for saving the show. And B, I got to rein him in a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he's taking it in a little bit of a direction.
Yeah.
No, I know, but it's. I want him to be nice, play nice. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're gonna successfully rein him in. Actually, he's gonna be fine. He's just talking about his hang-up.
You can see he even hesitated.
Also, no one wants some dude that coming up and spitting on your lip.
Karen, you would flip. You would.
No,
flip.
I would no. Yeah, no, dude. I have horror stories. I don't want to bring everybody down with my
flip. I've seen you flip over things like this. So
yeah, I just do, and you don't want to experience it. And I do. See, part of the reason why I was like when everybody was saying that they don't touch things, I don't touch things, and I'm hoping that it's not true, and I'm just being precautious. But no, everyone isn't touching it.
Yeah, but everybody's not touching them, but they're using a shirt or something. Joe's like a feral child. He just kicks the door open. Who does that? What? Did anyone learn in his household? They're just such a bunch of they don't offer anybody food. You need to
Phil fan, listen to this. Joe grew up without food, and he married a chick that doesn't give him food.
Right, exactly. He's walking around starving, kicking doors open.
It's funny too. Karen, you noticed earlier that when Sal said "Oh, you're not full Italian," it got Joe a little defensive.
Yeah.
And then he made a point to include himself in the hand washing thing by being like, yeah, I love washing my hands too. It's got to be an Italian thing.
Yeah. That's a really good
God.
Which is like, I've never heard
show.
that stereotype of Italians before.
I like this guy style. He seems like he's real interesting. Like, he seems like he's real interesting. I don't mean to like besmirch him or anything like that. Like, I like him. Like,
You're gonna wind up liking him even more. He's just talking about these hang-ups and then he's gonna move on. He's actually great.
yeah, he's a successful businessman too.
Well, yeah, just listen to what he says and how he handles things.
He also might be using hyperbole, you know. He
Yeah,
knows he's on a podcast.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's got some dude that he knows has had come from, you know, his past, some guy he knows. Hey man, I got $5 and he's spitting in the dude's mouth. I mean,
yeah. And he said he knew him. He said it's a guy that grew up with his dad.
Yeah. Knew him to be a guy that you like, probably one of the last guys he would want spitting in his mouth by accident or otherwise.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, go ahead, Fred.
Devastated.
Don't you say to yourself in your head, how long was it on my lip? Did it get in? It's in my mouth. It's in there.
I
It's
felt
in there.
it for like weeks on my lip.
Oh man, that sucks.
No,
I
I
don't
can
go to that
relate.
gas station no more.
Oh, that
Everywhere
breaks
I go,
down.
I attract somebody that's goofy. No matter where I go.
It's you know, I talk about this on stage about Italians and
On stage.
OCD, but I don't have that version of it. I always say I don't have the germ version. You could spit in my mouth and I don't care. I'd swallow.
Hey,
it.
yo.
Yummy.
I need
Yummy.
things. I call it meticulous. Like
Meticulous.
if someone's hired to do a job at my house, they want to murder me, and because I'm so fucking annoying until it's perfect. Gino, anyone who does anything with me ever wants to kill me because I'm like, it's too
There you
loud,
go,
it's too
Brendan.
soft, it's too bright, it's too loud.
Joe, answer me a question. Because
What?
at different times, some days you're not obsessed, but out of nowhere, you'll be
It just
sitting around
clicks
and all
in.
of a sudden you get obsessed about something and you get real meticulous and get pissed off and you keep going and going and going and going. And the next time I talk to you about it, like it was like what happened? Like you're OCD yesterday about that thing, but today you don't care.
Out of the
What hell
mouth of
happened?
babes.
It's weird because I think I'm like autistic, like or something, but then it's only occasionally. Like, what are you
You're
occasional? I'm occasional
part-time
autism.
autistic.
Yeah,
You're
Yeah.
part-time
For
autism.
autism.
yeah, like part-time autistic.
Okay.
Stop.
There's a couple things going on.
Yeah.
That I have to say. Like, this is not the direction I want our show to go in.
Right.
In the modern era, we're all super. First off, I have these afflictions. Like that's. Let me first say that. Like, okay, I have these afflictions. Okay, but that's not my point. You go. These guys have gone from talking about movies to being offensive. It's you know it's bizarre. Like there's what happened to a middle ground. Like so Sal has like really ignited this in a crazy way. Like but I pulled the brake on it because I want everyone to know that I know what they're saying is wrong, and I'm willing to play it in the interest of public education. I'm willing to play it here now and see where it goes. Like, is this how men talk? Go ahead.
Look at all three of them. They look mortified. Every single one of them.
No, they look like they're happy that they're ridiculing people.
Ugh.
Yeah. I got bad news for you, Karen. If you're ever in a conversation with guys like this, it goes here always. Is that your experience, Benny? It's my experience.
I think I missed something. What did he say that was it the AIDS thing?
No, past that, Joe starts accusing himself of being autistic because he's bad at giving directions to people doing work in his house, and then he acts like an asshole to him. So he's trying to say that it's not his fault that he behaves that way.
And it's only about like things not being perfect and not about like him touching something or being spit on or something. He doesn't.
Yeah,
care
to me, meticulous is like you're meticulous about things that you yourself are doing.
Yeah,
I think being that way towards things other people are doing is just being a pain in the ass.
I think they're up to no good right now, and I'm watching them. Okay, and what I want to add is this: like, if you're gonna do this, Do it smart. Okay? Don't do it the way you're doing it, where you sound like you're beating up on people. Go like, wow, I wonder if I have that, like on a serious note. I wonder if I have that. Okay. And then like go like, and then like people can go like, yeah, seek help. And like
Yeah.
that's how like that. I don't want to tell people how to talk. That's not my role in life. I don't want to tell people how to talk, so I'm going to retract everything I've said in the last 95 seconds.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, man, and it's all over my family too. But none of them. Only my sister has the germ thing, but my dad doesn't. My mom doesn't. My brother doesn't. But my sister really obsesses on germs and will wash her hands over and over. But I'd rather. I don't know if I'd rather have that, or are you real meticulous with shit? Like you got to keep your house clean and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, which is why this drives me nuts doing all this food in here.
So I was gonna say, so how is it gonna? You think it's gonna impede you from owning a pizza
Salad is so
or
funny.
and a steak shop?
No,
Be an
it'd be a
annoying
benefit.
Oh, yeah.
It would
No,
be
I'm more
the
just like
benefit of the establishment and business.
no one's going to be you, so no one's going to care as much as you do, and especially your
Right.
stuff. So yeah, I mean, from working in a restaurant, I've seen like how different people are, but it's, I mean, you got to really depends who you hire, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, you're younger than
people who want work.
You're younger than
opening
us,
up
so
at?
he doesn't know yet.
I don't have a date on that. I'm hoping
Where-
sometime in the summer.
Where you have a place picked out, and where's it at? If you,
I have a place picked out. It's in South Philly, and it's not too far from where I am. I live on 13th Street between Renton and Porter, so it's not too far from here.
awesome.
I don't want to give the exact location because
I got you. I hear you.
but it's going to be not too far from where I am.
How big?
Takeout only.
Oh, you're gonna start out small. That's smart.
Oh, like a
That's
window,
smart.
just like the window that come up. Like
No,
kinda
you
like,
can come in. You can come in and pick it up and all, but you can't dine in and eat.
Okay.
Dude. There's a business. I live in New Rochelle, New York, even though I grew up in South Jersey.
Ugh.
There's this business that was amazing because I found it on.
I've never heard it put that way before.
Even though I grew up in one place, I live in a different place. This is hard to understand. It's not going to be easy for people to relate to.
Don't even ask me how I ended up in this other place. I didn't even grow up here.
God. Why does he think it's like so amazing that he grew up there? And meanwhile, he didn't even grow up in the right section of New Jersey. So he's like, he's just sad.
Oh my God.
Like,
Just wakes up every morning like, this ain't South Jersey. What the fuck?
just keep this all in mind, what you're saying, okay? Because it's gonna be a riot later.
Okay, here we go. He's in New Rochelle, but he's not sure how.
Yelp, right? And it had like 5 stars. It had like 1,000 reviews. And you literally think you're ordering from a restaurant, right? And I call up, and I'm on my way to pick it up, and my phone rings, and it's where I placed the order. And the guy's like, "Yo, where are you?" I go, "What? Who is this?" And he's like, "The guy you just ordered food from." He's like, "You ordered the buffalo shrimp." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, all right. Just making sure you're still coming." He like called me back. I get there, dude. The place is as big as the bathroom in my house, and he has a hot plate, and he's just making these. Like he had like 3 dishes he was making, right? And I could tell why it got 5 stars, 1,000 reviews.
Right.
It was unbelievable. I was like, this guy's fucking kicking ass. You know, it's so good. He's putting the pride into the one thing he's cooking. You really, it's like anything. Some people try to get too big, and sometimes starting small and doing and it being amazing is the key to standing
How
out.
many, Sal? How many rolls could you? First of all, how did you learn to make bread? And then
I say I learned because I'm bored. That's how I learned. I mean,
Right.
how
just
many
like
can you make? How many can you make in a day? Like how long? Like you obviously you have to have them before you open, right? So you're making them at night. Is that what you're doing, or
no. So we get up at like depends. Like if we're doing 100 and something rolls, we'll get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and we'll just start.
Oh,
I
yeah.
use my house, and then my wife's mom is across the street. My mother-in-law, we do her house. We use her ovens.
that's pretty
So
wild.
where she's baking across the street, I'm baking here, and it takes us. We're baking probably from 4 o'clock in the morning till about 12:30 in the afternoon,
That's awesome.
and then we'll start to drop at like 1 o'clock, and we'll do cheesesteaks from 1 o'clock till about 6 o'clock.
So I'm really interested in the social media thing because you're doing well on that too. Because you're
See?
saying like that's
See?
what
Yeah, good point.
two things had to meet each other for this business to work. How did you realize, hey, let's start selling these and let's do a pop-up and let's mention it on my I mean, how many followers did you have when you
There we
first
go.
started? It must have been small.
I
Yeah,
had
see?
nobody.
So
didn't
what
have
did
a
you
following.
do? So how did you first start selling them?
Well, I posted it. Well, I first started selling them. I was just handing them out up the street. I was handing out like bread and
Giving free
neighbor-
ones out?
yeah. My next door neighbor, I gave her
Giving.
let me just try and make a cheesesteak with it, and I gave it to her. She said it was amazing, and then I tasted it and I was like, this bread is really good. Like if I didn't like it, to me, I think it's not good. So if
Right.
I would only want to sell something if I think it's good. And then I just posted it on social media, and that was it. Once I posted it, my boy reached out to somebody, someone reached out to me, and
It's pretty crazy because I
And that
saw
was it.
like
Damn,
I
none
had
of these
I had
answers
no
are
idea
helping me at
before
all.
Joe even said we're
Not what
I
I was
remember
hoping for.
during COVID seeing
What?
For a
Sorry.
quick trick.
Yeah, Phil fan, is that what you were thinking that Joe was hoping for? Like when you talked, you called this out
Some
beforehand.
tips.
There's more to it that's going to happen, but yeah, what you're talking about in terms of looking at his socials and seeing the numbers, yeah. I mean, that's the first thing that he noticed, and that's why the guy's here, and he wants to try and be part of that. And he's going to keep like saying how he wants to be buddies with this guy. He just goes in on him later. But sometimes Joe can't even hide this fact. He's just like, what I'm really interested in is your social media. It's like,
Does this guy have like a pop in social media? Is he
yeah, I
popular?
guess so. I mean, I didn't look at it, but he must have
Yeah.
quite a bit of followers. I think
Because
it's called Backyard Cravings. I'll look at it now.
Joe had
I'll
said,
look
he
at it.
said you can't really, you got the social media aspect and you got the restaurant. You really can't have one without the other. You certainly can.
Yeah.
So is the whole reason he brought up the social media just because it's popular?
Yeah,
I'm not trying. Yeah, I'm just wondering why he brought that up and started asking him how.
Because that's the thing that Joe notices about people. He looks at how many followers they have, and then he,
Good point. Yeah.
if he could get them, he gets them on. He did that with Dina Blizzard, right? And he got Dina in.
Well, I want to take a second. Sal is a really together dude, a real dude. He admitted to living in a really like hard working, like really cool, tough Italian neighborhood in Philadelphia. And like he's presenting very well, like that way. Like, and I'm really impressed, and he has a good idea, and he was out there hustling, man. Like, for those of us who aren't crushing it but are doing well, like, what is the equivalent of he was handing out free bread? You know what I mean? But eventually he started his business. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm watching it and I'm learning, and I really admire what he's done.
How many? I just looked him up on Instagram. How many followers do you think this guy has?
28K is my guess.
Okay.
I'm really good at this, but but go ahead, Brendan.
I have to not guess. I actually looked it up already, so I know the answer.
All right.
So let me guess then. Ben, you said 28. I'm gonna do like the Price is Right. I say 2801.
Seriously, Karen, what do you think?
No. Let me see. They say he's doing well, and he has a local business. I'm going to say 13.3.
44.K.
Nice.
44.6K.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then Joe's all over him.
Which means I win this game, by the way.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do win. You do win.
Yeah, you did win. And the second posting on this Instagram is of Joe Matarese, a picture of Joe Matarese of the video from this episode. You know, that Joe got what he wanted.
Yeah. These guys are great.
Oh,
They talk to
no.
each other.
Joe got what he
Quid
wanted.
pro quo.
And yeah, and very rarely do people do that for each other. They don't want to, like, you know, repost something, God forbid, you know. And so this guy did it because this guy's a good guy. He's a good-hearted guy. He was giving out free food to build his business, getting up at 3 a.m. He's got it all right. That's
Joe
what it
contributes your mother's ass.
Yeah, right. Stupid.
Yeah.
Right. That's great. Yeah, that's great that he pulled that. Yeah, it's great.
And I know this is we're Joe positive, but a thing that if you notice is his has the worst numbers.
Of course. Yeah, good.
By
That's really great. I'm glad you looked at that.
And it's because his he's saying your mother's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everything else is like cute or hardworking.
And then there's your mother's ass. Joe, you know, can we call Sal right now? Karen, let's get Sal on the phone and tell him to take that off.
All right. Well, in the list we're gonna talk about later, add Sal to like.
Yeah, right. Exactly, Sal.
Let's try to get Sal on MWOT 50.
Sal, you got to take that off. It's got to come off tonight.
I assume he's doing a lot of press because I realized I've seen Sal on there's the guy called the Godfather of Meats that just goes around eating G6 and saying they're good. Yeah. He went on there. He actually makes his back.
Wasn't Joe at Mara's with that guy? Karen, wasn't that the guy that Joe was at Mara's with?
I think so, yes.
He showed up at one of Joe's shows somehow, some way. The Godfather of Meats or whatever. I know you're talking about.
I love these like men. They're so successful and they're all hanging out and talking and like there's no room for me, but like I'm glad, I'm not there to hate on it. Like I'm glad it's happening. But I have some news too that if I want to.
You really want to tell people? Why don't you just keep it to yourself for now? Always being overruled. Yeah, keep it for yourself. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for yourself.
Okay.
Moving on.org.
Let's see what
I'm gonna end up talking about it because
don't.
Well, say why not then.
It's we've got some good things and Karen has some good opportunities.
Okay, I can see, but I think that I can talk about it after the fact though.
After you do it, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's a like I don't
strategy.
I don't believe it, but that's what people say is what works in.
Yeah, just keep your mouth shut.
I love to we
don't like to jinx things until they happen, so just don't.
Okay, all right.
We don't want to jinx things until they happen.
All right, but it'll be fun.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, though.
Be quiet. It has nothing to do with Joe, so that's the good news of this whole thing.
In the spirit of
it doesn't. But he would be
interested. All right, let's move on.
Okay.
In the spirit of quoting movies, Lord of the Rings, keep it secret, keep it safe. Right. Here we go.
Your thing pop up because I used to look for cheesesteaks and you were like
right
in the mix, which is pretty.
Yeah, it's crazy how it just happened. And social media, I was never big on social media, but I feel like in today's business, if you don't have social media, I don't think you're going to have any type of business unless you were established before. But you need social media now. Social media. No one watches TV. No one watches the news. No one's watching any of that stuff. Everyone's on social media.
Dude, what is the weirdest thing someone asked you to put on a cheesesteak?
My first cheesesteak I did, the guy said cheesesteak was good.
Stop that and rewind it,
come
please.
back because
why does Joe look stuck? Guy look like he's having having a stroke.
Yeah,
Joe looked like he
Joey
was
deserved
having a
meeting you. I
stroke.
remember
Joe
during
looks
COVID
stunned.
seeing your thing pop up because I used to look for cheesesteaks and you were like
Right.
in the
Oh,
mix.
I went back too
which is
far.
pretty
Yeah,
amazing.
it's crazy how it just happened. And social media, I was never big on social media, but
Freeze it on
I feel
there.
like today in today's business, if you don't have social media, I don't think you're going to have any type of business unless you were established before. But you need social media now. Social media. No one watches TV. No one watches the news. No one's watching any of that stuff. Everyone's on social media.
Dude, what is the weirdest thing someone asked you to put on a cheesesteak?
Yeah, what's he working? What's he thinking about?
He's having an aneurysm. This has to be like the thumb shot. Cool.
It looks like he just took a thumb shot.
Yeah, it's true. What is he doing?
No, I know what he's doing. We're exaggerating a point, embellishing. What happens is he's doing that thing you're about to do where you go,
He's
It's
working
just
out a
gonna
bit
pause.
in his
What do I
head.
need?
He's
This
working
is
out a
where
bit.
it's paused. He's going like this. He's about to go,
Okay.
I don't think so. Well, let's watch carefully what happens. How does he get out of this?
Well,
My first
yeah.
cheesesteak I did, the guy said,
What happened?
He just kind of blinked a little bit, then
He
put his
blinked a
head to
little
the
bit and came out of it. It looked like he was having a seizure. Scary.
No, he looks cool right now.
I
He
guess
looks
Maybe
like
it's in his
a
eye.
loser.
scoping out the scene, you know?
He
Like,
looks
I like
the
this, man. Like, he's like angled up, ready to, come with a zinger. Like, good, man. Go.
Ugh.
Okay, here we go.
to me, cheesesteak was good. I will never come back because you didn't put it needed smoked paprika, I think he said.
Never even heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Paprika in there.
Paprika.
So I was just like, all right. I said, appreciate the feedback. Thank you.
Dude, if
you like dream and cheese whiz, dude? You like dreaming and cheese whiz your whole life or what? It's all you think about, right?
No,
Or you don't do cheese whiz?
he's anti-whiz.
Yeah,
No whiz?
I don't do that. No, I just do so people ask me, they'll put it in order and they're like, can I have it like mayo, salt, pepper, ketchup, or whiz and this or provolone cheese? I'm like, this is in a store. This is my kitchen at my house. I'm not carrying all these things.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, if someone scale from like 1 to 100 in Philly people, if someone asks you for Swiss cheese, what do you say?
I say no. I say no. I say I don't do it. I don't do any type of cheese except Cooper.
Okay,
One time
good.
I did American cheese. I went and got American cheese, but I won't even do that no more. One, because the grill, I only have so much space. So I'm doing so many orders. I can't really, and it's really, I'm the only one on the grill. So I can't have someone make this and I'm making this. So it's like, and everything's made to order.
Gene,
So
ask him about it. Not only does he only use Cooper Sharp cheese, I wonder if this comes down to your germaphobe, because I watched one of your interviews on YouTube today about how you can't buy it pre-sliced. You have to have then you went and bought your own cheese slicer off of Amazon, right? And you cut the cheese.
I do.
Yeah,
I do have my own slicer. Yeah, I bought that off Amazon. I have to slice the cheese myself.
So you got to cut your own cheese.
I cut my own cheese. Yeah,
that just makes it.
Sorry, Gene did ask him. He took the direction.
Gene ask him, Gene, ask him. Who says that?
He gave Gene a good question, because if you slice the cheese yourself, it's fresher, whereas if it comes pre-shredded or sliced, it'll have wax on it.
Sound better
too.
It sounds great.
I think it's more fresh too when you cut your own cheese.
That's hilarious.
This one guy, he tried selling me the shredded cheese, and he was like, you don't want to do that much on your blade. He just wanted me to buy his cheese. I was like, nah, that's good. I'll buy a new blade.
You had great ones. They were good. I saw there was like 3 people that watched them. Me, you, and your wife. Once in a while.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Now, what the hell was I just gonna say to you? What the fuck was I just gonna say to Sal? Which
yeah, how he sliced his own cheese by himself. He bought a cheese. Yeah.
Well, I literally told Gene, I go, come up with some weird questions to ask him just for fun. It'll be fun to just ask him weird ones. But like the only thing, and this is probably not weird, you've probably been asked this before, but for some reason, I'm one of those guys that wants to ask you everything and then try to do it myself in my fucking own kitchen.
There we go.
Do you get those people? Because all I want to know is the exact gear. I'm like, I don't want, I bought
This is unreal.
I don't want to hear I bought a cheese slicer. I want to know what cheese slicer, how
Wow.
much. Like, I'm one of those guys. How much? How do you know?
He's not
which
going to pay
cheese
attention
slicer
to any
get?
of
Did
this
someone
guy's
tell you,
sounds.
oh, that's a good one.
Absolutely. And it's
No, I
unbelievable.
looked on Amazon and I bought one.
Joe's already thinking of a bit in his head. He's got the eyebrow thing.
Well, I really like a place like Sal's where there's no special orders done. In other words, the staff knows what to do. You don't throw them for a loop. They're just churning out a great product. Boom, boom, boom. Like, so I respect that. So I'm really, there's some real like cool things being said.
Hey, I've got to get going, everybody.
All right, baby. I mean, thanks so much for coming on.
Appreciate you guys having me on. Brandon, awesome to see you.
Yeah, good seeing you, man.
KPF, good night.
Good
Karen,
night.
thank you.
Benny.
Love you, brother. Take care.
You too.
Well, we lost Benny, but I'm committed to this.
You go fast now that
Yeah, I
even
go.
though you're new, so you can cook. You can go fast with it.
Yeah,
Now, here's
I
the other question: the ribeye steak that you get,
Yeah,
right? Because you only use the ribeye steak.
right.
Do you slice? And that's all. Do you buy it sliced up, or you cut?
I buy that slice. Yeah, I buy that.
So you
sliced.
allow that to be sliced.
Yeah, I can't get a slicer in my
Where do you
house.
go to? Like a butcher? You go to like a butcher to get it?
No, Cisco sells it.
Okay.
That'd
Yeah.
be funny if you said, "Boy, I all my
That's
meat."
not- You don't get it from Cisco. No, you don't. You get it homemade. You get it yourself. You go kill the meat in the backyard.
He's got a
If
cow.
the prices keep going up, I might have to start investing in cows.
Oh, it's crazy right now. Gas prices are killing all the prices of food.
Dude,
Insane.
Everything's going up.
Dude, we've been yelling at my dad for the last, I'm 58 years old. For the last, 48 years, we've been
Listen
yelling
to
at him
this.
because he's been trying to replicate my grandmom's brajol, right? Trying to make the brajol, and for years he goes, you know why hers was so good? We're like, why? He goes, because she used shin meat. He always says that, and we go, where'd you get your meat? And he'll go, Costco. I'm like, well, why aren't you getting the fucking shin meat that I don't understand? He'd be like,
Why do you think, Joe?
because he's
Are
the
you
cheapest
picky
guy
eater?
ever.
He's cheap.
Cheapest
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. My dad is so cheap that he knows that he wants the even the cheesesteaks. He'll always get the cheap meat and try to season it up and cover. Like you're a guy that makes cheesesteaks. There's no way around it. You got to get the good meat, right?
Sal,
He has to get the good meat.
His mom made canned spaghetti from a can. All I gotta
Do
tell
you hear this?
From a freaking can.
Yeah.
She's 100% Italian from a can, and it
Oh
was
my
green.
God.
It was freaking green. That's
Oh,
all I can
geez.
tell you. I couldn't, and the dad loved it. Like it was homemade. It was the best freaking canned
Yeah,
spaghetti.
they
I ever
don't know.
had.
This is where
I
it
didn't
came
even know they
from.
sold clams spaghetti in a can.
I didn't either. And it was
So-
it was the better home stuff too. Whatever hell it's called, the better goods from the store. It wasn't even the Italian made.
So
It was a
Gene
Yeah,
and
I try to get everything
Upright
fresh.
version, huh?
Gene and I are also fascinated by your wife is going to be in business with you, and we were just saying how fast we would be divorced if our wives did our jobs with us. Like, well, first of all, my wife would never ever. She refuses. I can't even run a
Stop.
job. She'll go,
Stop.
All right. So he brought up divorce, but not seriously. Okay.
He brings
But
it up too
the-
much.
Huh?
He brings it up way too much. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. He brought up divorce, but what I didn't like is the disdain he showed. This is in support of Joe's wife, actually. And you get a little insight here that we didn't have in previous decades covering Joe. Okay, because how many we're in our second decade now of covering Joe, I think.
Oof.
So anyway, he like that wasn't inviting. That didn't sound inviting to Stephanie if she wanted to be involved in her
Right.
husband's career. Like let's say she wanted to be the manager, the booker, something like that, traveling secretary, whatever. You just said like that would be like us wanting our wives to do it. I mean, not wanting our wives to do it.
Mm.
And that's not good. Cause like, you know, Phil Fan is my partner. You know what I mean? She would be like, I would include her. And I wouldn't be like, oh, I want to do it without her. It wouldn't be as fun.
No, and I'd want to be included.
Yeah.
And make it really good for you, with you. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so
and watch you enjoy doing it. But that's not what she does.
Well, that's anti her. You know what I mean? So there's no angel in that situation. You know, and it also works dynamically if there's no involvement. So but that was a lot of insight.
Yeah.
To me.
It's the usual thing.
Okay, Brent.
I'm getting a lot of, I'm so sorry, Brendan. There's a lot of insight also into his family here, which I never really knew about his dad and how cheap he was and how they didn't offer food to people who came into their house, which is unheard of in the Italian culture, even Italian.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even anybody who walks into anybody's house, no matter what ethnicity or race you are, people offer you food. I mean, it's just stupid. It's nothing to do with Italian. It's just bizarre. I mean, and you know, the guy said it, and it's true.
It also.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna let you know. Go ahead, Brent.
Well, it gives insight into his like need to be accepted in the Italian community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he telegraphs it a lot, and it's you get his friends giving us either accidental or on purpose insight into him feeling like he's not. His family doesn't like qualify as doing all the Italian stuff or whatever.
Constantly falling short, and his family were so clueless about like what to serve, and you know, so cheap, and so that's where he came from, and he has to figure out everything from others. And yeah, I kind of feel bad for him. You know, I feel bad for him, but you know, it's
go ahead.
Cool.
Please. I'm not telling you. You can't. Are you allowed to run your business by your wife, Gene? Your wife's a little easier going. She probably lets you.
She does. Because when she does closings, and she would tell, she had stories. She was always upset every day. So just for the fact that I didn't listen to her stories, she listens to mine. But no, she's great. She's been great support.
We argue. We definitely argue in the kitchen. She thinks I'm a little too harsh.
What's gonna
if you're with your OCD, you're probably she can't even touch it with her bare hands, dude.
Yeah, she definitely is not.
What's her side of the business going to be? Did I just cut him off? People have been saying we all cut each other off on this podcast. I just cut you off. I think you were answering.
Her business. Well, I would like her to help me with the bread because she's the one who knows how I like it done the best. But I don't know. I think she wants to leave that bread area because it's too hostile. So I don't think she enjoys.
Does she work during the day too? A different job?
Yeah, she works at Penn. Yeah, she works at Penn. So.
Oh wow.
Well, she does. My wife used to work there.
What is her job?
You put me on the spot. I don't. Good. You know, she worked at Rossman for forever, and she works at Penn. I still don't know what it is. I know it's something with doctors. That's all I know.
So when they say we don't listen, there's a prime example right there, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I went to work, and then after that, you're thinking about the cheesesteak and what cheese you eat tomorrow.
She could be a doctor for all I know. I don't know what she's doing.
I just knocked my camera. Hold on. There we go.
That's I don't know.
So, Brad, what's going on here is that these two dudes have a wife that's fully engaged in their work. Okay, and Joe does not. So I bet you like I did.
Look at his face every time.
So I was just gonna say, but before she or while she was saying, look at his face, I was just gonna say, without me even totally looking, if you take a screenshot, I know Joe's gonna look.
Oh, that's so funny, Karen.
How did all this?
Roast
How
pork
did
or something?
This is
how did
it.
all the celebrities start coming? Because I've seen on your Instagram page, which is at Backyard Cravings, is there an underscore in there? Or is it just back?
No, it's just Backyard Cravings.
Just Backyard Cravings. I saw you had Jimmy Rollins have them, and how do all these
That
players
to me
find
was
out?
insane. I don't know. I guess they seen them on their For You page. And I'm sitting there one day and I'm like, wow, Jimmy Rollins just liked my picture. And then I'm like, wow. And I really don't ever like reaching out, or if I even see a celebrity that I know, I won't go up to him. Like I can't find myself to do it. And no, I want to do it. I just can't do it. And so I went up, he messaged me. And I was like, oh my God, J-Roll just messaged me. This has got to be fake. And then he messaged me, yo, cheesesteaks looks fire. And I was like, send him this thing. I said, I fanboyed completely. I said, J-Roll, I said, my grandpa used to take us when you played for the Red Barons. I said,
Oh wow.
And you're my favorite player. You're my grandpa's favorite player. I said, I would love for you to come over and try my food. He answered. He was like, say no more. I'll be over Friday.
Wow, did he come?
He came. Wow. He sat here for like 2 hours. And
So you had a private sitting with him.
Yeah, he sat in my yard. He came in the house. He was just
How was he, dude?
So down to earth, like
Really?
the nicest dude. Yeah, like you could tell he had swag. Like
he was the whole team. He was everything about the team. So
yeah, like you could tell like he played here. Like that's how cool he was.
Cool.
And he stayed for like 2 hours. We watched the 2008 World Series. We were going over the highlights and shit.
That's one of my favorite viral videos still to this day is where the guy took the sound. You know what I'm going to say, right? Yeah.
We showed him it.
Gene, you seen that?
We asked him if he's seen it. He said, yeah, he did see it.
Oh my God. Jimmy!
Yeah.
Who was I guess he's probably your best, but who was your favorite person to come to
Ren.
at this point besides him?
First off, I just flashed back. This wasn't even what I was gonna say, but like, I remember a time where I like got smart with Jimmy Rollins on Twitter one time, and you were like, and you like commented on it, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, I don't remember that.
No, but listen, Jimmy Rollins was over like their house, and they basically did the equivalent of talking about movies. Like, he's like,
Yeah.
Did you see this?
Yeah.
So they do it like in their real lives too. Like, it's all about like what was on TV at one point. Like, that's what life is to a lot of people. Like,
well, so
you have an experience. I do it too. Okay, I just don't do it as much as we see covering these folks, and we don't want it to rub off on us. It's there's no original conversation. Like when I'm talking to like creative types, I'm asking them about their art. Like,
so
but I don't want to tell people how to talk. I'm sorry I keep doing that, but like I want to like I would like unleash me on these guys. Like I have so much to ask and say. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I just went out of full screen for a second just to show the title of this podcast episode.
Yeah, sure.
Cheesesteaks, scrambled cable TV, and Jimmy Rollins shows up.
Wow.
So I was like wondering, I was like, what does that mean? How are we going to see Jimmy? Is Jimmy Rollins going to be on this? And no, that's not what happened. But like, this is obviously like, you know, supposed to make it seem like Jimmy Rollins is maybe on this podcast.
I don't know. I might go viral. I just banged my head on the back of the wall, like, but you know, yeah, I went like that, like. So anyway, and I hit the wall, but I'm okay, everybody.
I don't think he's on the podcast from what I remember, but the fact that he came up, Joe put his name in there to get more views.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's really dumb. Like I can't even believe that they did that.
Yeah. Because it's like it's just a statement that's not true.
Yeah, exactly.
Shows up.
Jimmy Rollins shows up. All right, no, I don't remember that. I don't remember. Oh, I didn't realize it says shows up. Now I know why you're asking.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't. All right. I would remember that, but anything's possible.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
it's
I think we just like he literally just Sal told a story about Jimmy Rollins.
Yeah, that's how he showed up.
Yeah.
Comes up. Does he mean comes up? I mean,
It should have just been punctuation mark Jimmy Rollins. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, whatever, Jimmy Rollins.
no, Jimmy
Whatever.
Rollins is not going to suddenly appear here.
Jimmy Rollins shows up. Wow.
I didn't even notice that.
I thought there I didn't really think Jimmy Rollins was gonna be on the episode, but also I was like, well, maybe he is. Maybe they went and recorded something at like an event. I don't know.
Well, dude, wait till you and this is the second time it's come up organically. So I want you to say it, Phil Fan. Listen to the name of his new podcast. Go ahead, Phil Fan.
Why? You thought I had something else to say?
No, like, what is the name of his new podcast?
Road Back to Philly.
The road back to Philly
Yeah.
from New Rochelle.
From New Rochelle, correct.
Oh, I thought it was even longer. Like, should I live in Philly or New Jersey?
No, it's Road Back to Philly.
Oh, that's not so bad. I'm
It's
mistaken. No, it's not bad. It's actually good. It could have local traction.
Mm.
For real,
Yeah.
man. You gotta understand. Like, that's an idea he had.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead.
You know, realizing that he actually lives up in New Rochelle, New York, maybe that's why they're doing it remote. Maybe he didn't have time to drive down to the pizza place.
Maybe. Maybe.
But here we go.
Could be.
Anybody that you were shocked or
I would say J Rolls. I don't think anybody could top J Roll because just growing up, I wore number 11 playing baseball. I played shortstop. Like, he was my favorite player. I mean, I would say him. I mean, Rob Thompson eating the food is pretty cool because he's a current Phillies
does he? What does he do? Did you film
So
him?
his no. So his neighbors, I guess, get my food all the time, and they reached out and they said, "Hey, Topper would love to try your food or whatever." So I was like, "Sure."
What did he say? Did he give any?
Said he loved it. He took a picture, gave it a thumbs up and all. And I think I wrote so many games until the World Series. I think we'd won one of those games and we were done.
Dude, what is up with the team? Just as soon as they get in the playoff, like all year, but they just can't hit. They forget how to hit.
I played Dave Dombrowski. They don't want to win.
No, they don't. They want to make the playoffs, make their money, and get out. That's all they.
Yeah, because you can't run it back with that same roster over and over.
No, you don't have nobody on the team.
Change.
Nobody on that team can just hit on like every game. It's like they all don't hit at the same time.
And they all don't hit at the same time. Yeah,
I've never seen anything like that. Like you can have one or two guys in a slump, but 9 guys in a slump. How does that happen?
They all slump. What's sad is like they could. This team could win a World Series. They just got to be hot at the right time, which I don't see.
Well, you saw what happened. They were hot for the first 2 series and the first 2 games in Houston, and then they all slumped again for the. That's why they lost.
Why isn't Joe saying anything here?
We went to every
Interesting.
Yeah, during the sports talk section.
Yeah, sports talk, and he's not saying anything. Why? Why not?
Because he actually doesn't know.
You're right. That's right.
I've been saying that for years. He doesn't even care about sports.
Yes, right. He has nothing to say. I know.
Okay.
It's just the whole. It's really sad. This is really tragic.
He has no idea who these people are talking about.
If you rewind it by like 3 seconds and look at his face, you'll see that he has no idea what they're talking about and he's trying to hide it.
Well, slumped again for the. That's why they lost.
Oh, you're back.
Just rewind it and you'll look at his face and crack up.
Yeah.
Game. It's like they all don't hit at the same time.
And they all don't hit at the same time.
He's just shaking his head like, oh yeah.
He has no idea. What are they talking about? It's like they're talking a different language.
Because they're actually talking. They're talking about meats and bones of sports, where Joe just goes like, "Are they winning?" And I can hop on that bandwagon talking about it. Like,
hey, but who's the person who has all the sports gear on? The only person.
You know
Out
what's
of
interesting?
3 of them.
You know what's interesting? Like he wears Philly sports gear the way a lot of people in Los Angeles wear Dodgers gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's more about the fact that it says LA on it, and it's like
Yeah.
it's like a Los Angeles thing.
Right.
I didn't even know that about him because, like, you know, that's not like a common type of person in Philly.
Yeah, that's what's happening here. You're right.
But he's just like, oh, I'm a Philly guy. That's why I always got a Phillies
that's
hat on.
exactly what he's doing.
Like,
Yeah.
Phil fan, you can. It's okay. You can answer it. Like, does he have? I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does, and I don't know. But does he have like a video out about the Flyers?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, cool. Because they're like real
Maybe.
hot right now, and like I that's a perfect bandwagon to jump.
He
on.
might. We'll have to look.
All right, cool.
Yeah, they just like swept the Penguins, I think, right?
Oh, really? I knew they were doing well. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
It is really. I mean, like, you know, even before he was like, I live in New Rochelle, but I'm from like Jersey, South Jersey. Like, you know, it is it's his thing. It's like his identification. Like, I'm a cool person. I come from the Philly area, and that's why he's wearing that shit. It's not even about the sports, but the sports get some attention. It gets hits.
Yeah. I was wrong. Flyers didn't sweep them. They're up 3-1. But
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know like what happened, so I just believed you. But that now it's weird. Like that's kind of scary for them. Like you gave, you know, they were like assigned as being a sweeping the Penguins. Now they're facing a daunting Game 5, you know, somewhere like, you know, it's like they're scrambling. All of a sudden, they just went from sweeping them to scrambling up 3-1. That's hilarious. All right, cool. So yeah, no, I've been saying for years that Joe actually doesn't really care about the game, and this is true. Like they're talking about like team executives and like, you know, slumps and shit like that. Like
He has no clue. She's gonna say she's got no clue.
and they're saying pretty standard sports talking, like as you said, like the meat and bones of sports talk. Like it's pretty basic, like stuff he probably heard other people say.
Yeah,
he clearly doesn't care.
Like Joe doesn't listen to like sports talk. I bet he listens to like books on tape. You know what I mean? Like, which is cool. That's his thing. But I don't think he's like going like, oh, we just acquired Johnson from Montreal. Like, I don't know, like, yeah, something like that, you know, like I don't think he does that.
Has he ever lived in Philly?
Well, yeah, like he lived in I think he lived in Upper Darby. Like, it's good Joe knowledge on my part. I think he lived in Upper Darby at one point in his life. But
so so that probably made him insecure. They were just kind of shit talking Delco.
Yeah, but he yeah, but he is okay to glom onto Philly. Like if you grew up in South Jersey, like it's okay. Like go ahead, enjoy it.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
I've never seen anything like that. Like you can have one or two guys in a slump, but 9 guys in a slump. How does that happen?
They all slump. What's sad is like this team could win a World Series. They just got to be hot at the right time, which I don't see.
Well, you saw what happened. They were hot for the first 2 series and the first 2 games in Houston, and then they all slumped again that's why they lost.
Oh, you're back.
Me and my boy Sammy, we went to every single postseason game.
Oh, wow.
It was a high of my life. It was like I don't do drugs, but this was probably the closest thing to doing drugs. Like I would call every second to get on through the phone, and they would be like, and sometimes you get the same people. So I was changing my voice because they get mad at you if you keep.
Look at him! Look at him!
We would call, and I'd be like, "Hey, take a sip."
He's
so
so
the one guy
good.
was like, "Stop calling. We're never getting tickets again." I'm like, "Yes, you are. You're lying to me. I'll call back in 5 minutes." And he hung up the phone on me, and I called back, and I got it. Like I got it. And, yeah, and I would get it every single time, and eventually I start flipping them. I would get them, buy them, sell them, and then call again, and then buy them.
Well, that sounds like Joe with the Michael Jackson tickets, right, Joe?
Well, all I think about when you bring up Jimmy Rollins is how I got snuck into the winning World Series game with Jimmy Rollins. I got snuck in by Mitch Williams through a side door. You know this story, right,
This guy's like grandpa, like
2003.
Listen to
2008
how this happened.
when they won.
Mitch
Yeah.
Williams got you in there?
Mitch Williams, and then and then the game got cut in half because of the rain delay. And then my brother got on my shit and goes, "You got to call Mitch and ask for a favor again." I go, "I got to ask again?" Because we had to leave the first time because of the rain. And then I fucking called Mitch again. He's like, "Fine, go by the gray door again, 7:00." And I was going back and forth from New York each night to go to those games. I'll never forget.
He had his own door, dude. He had to get out of the stadium and not get killed.
He did. He goes. Man. He just had that. He goes, "Don't look at me. Just fucking walk fast and don't look at me." And we just went, and we couldn't believe that we were in the World Series for free. We're like, "Oh my fucking god!" But yeah, that was just. I have a picture of
There's
it.
no experience like going to
Right.
to me, I love all the.
Sorry, Karen, I didn't see.
No, it's just that I had to say that, and then like what Joe was talking about Game 5 or with Mitch Williams or something.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but like very soon after that exchange with Joe Matarese, Mitch Williams then had the most like horrific moment in Philadelphia sports history. Right?
Oh, no, he's talking about when the Phillies actually won. When Mitch Williams was a broadcaster.
Oh, I thought he was talking about when he was a player. Okay.
No, he's talking about 2008.
You know, I don't even know about sports anymore, so like I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, I don't think Mitch Williams was sneaking people in the 90s.
Yeah, like it's just like
we lost in Toronto.
You imagine if Joe had bugged him in Game 6, and I know it was in Toronto, but like
Joe Matarese is why Mitch Williams was distracted. Joe Matarese is like, pull Schilling, get Schilling out of there. We gotta put fucking Mitch Williams back in.
Yeah. Oh my god! Like now, I'm just picturing him as like the blame for everything. Like
he didn't show the picture. He said he had a picture, but he didn't show the picture.
All right, go ahead.
Sports, but I think it's different when went to the Eagles parade, went to the Phillies parade.
Mm-hmm.
I know everyone says it's a football town, but when the Phillies are playing and they're in Red October comes, there's nothing like it in the city. It's a whole different thing. Like the Eagles are great, and I think the Eagles, and my friend, so you don't know what you're saying. The Eagles is big. I get it's football, but it's once a week.
Right.
There's only 16, 17 games in the season, so you're going to be up for it no matter what. The Phillies, 160-something games, they sold out for like, what, 8-9 years straight?
Yeah.
I mean, that's hard to do. And when the Phillies are winning, I'm telling you, wake up, it's just like a whole different feeling. Like the excitement I get is just
no. Yeah, it's a romantic game because it's long. Like I don't even like that in extra innings they put a guy on second base now. I keep the game as long as it was. I don't need a pitch count. I want the guy throw it to first base 85 times. I don't give a shit. I'm not that guy. I hate people that say movies are too long. I'm like, they're not too long if it's good.
Yep.
I'll watch an 8-hour movie if it's good.
Yeah, I hate that they did a pitch clock. I can't stand it. Like, oh, well, we get to go to bed. Well, don't watch the game then. I don't give a shit. I love that they come on 9 o'clock tonight. Love it.
Yeah.
I don't care. I wish they all came on at 9 o'clock.
You just got me excited.
9 o'clock, isn't it? San Francisco?
Yeah, they play in San Fran. Yeah. So I enjoy the night games.
Until you,
when does this guy sleep?
You got to wake up at 3:30 and make bread.
But I don't care. You just get up and you do it. You just do it tired. I don't care about that stuff. Life's too short.
Right now, are you only on weekends right now? Is that how it works? Like
just on weekends, yeah.
Oh, you're doing it now. I thought you just did it like one weekend a month. You do it every weekend, every month.
Oh, for this, well, we got married in November, and then we were doing it every single weekend.
That's awesome.
To pay for the wedding, like nonstop.
I got to text you this week for my weekend pickup, right? Is that how it's going to work, dude?
Well, are we doing a drop this weekend? I don't even know if we're doing a drop this weekend though.
Oh yeah.
I'm depends on weather with me now because if it's too cold, I won't do it. If it's rain, I won't do it. So it's like.
All right. Well, so we're gonna have to. So you're gonna have to give me his contact so I can order and find out when he's doing it. I'll get my whole family to come down.
Yeah. Just let me know and I'll put you down.
Yeah. All right. Awesome.
Well, Dan. Well, Don, well, thank you so much for coming on. I want to let you go. You had a long day at work today, and all I could say is, everybody, if you go look at the pictures, go to his Instagram page and at Backyard Cravings, and you'll see. You can just tell by looking at them. I don't know if Dan, our producer, he'll pull some pictures up probably when we sign off with you. But dude, thanks for coming on the show, man.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I
Dude,
can't
you're a
wait to
great
hang
guest,
with you
man.
again. You're a good hang too, man.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? I hate this. Like, not the podcast. Like, I'm not a camera person.
Yeah, you
What's
are.
what's
You're
that
good
movie?
at it.
What's that movie you said you never saw? You better watch it.
Pope of what is it? Pope
of Greenwich Village.
Yeah,
Go
dude, you
watch
better
it.
go watch that.
I watch The Sopranos on rerun every second of my
Oh,
life.
that's awesome.
I fall asleep to Sopranos. I watch The Sopranos. That's all I do is watch The Sopranos. I'm cooking The Sopranos on in the background.
Dude, the movie opens with the Summer Wind playing. Do we need to tell you anything else?
Yeah, you better
Great
watch
song.
Sinatra, Summer Wind, the movie opens as he's picking the suit out he's going to wear because he's the maitre d' of a restaurant. I mean, you're in just that.
Yeah, see, that's what it is. I always worked in a restaurant. I loved working in a restaurant.
Yeah, the whole movie's about him working in a restaurant. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
And then they get a racehorse, and then they rob the mob. That's all you need to know.
I gotta watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I promise.
Who robs the mob? They rob.
Is that
the
what
mob.
he does?
He robs the mob. Yeah, but you don't know that.
you
I
do
ruined
it.
the beginning of the movie for you.
Make a post on your Instagram after you see it. I want to see some if you liked it or not. Give me some.
All right,
lines
I
from
will
you.
definitely.
All right.
Yeah,
This is
dude.
amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude.
I got to get you when I open. I have like a little room. I want to get you to actually do one of your shows in the room.
Yeah, he wants to
And
do
I'll
do
feed you whatever.
podcasts in the room. He's gonna have a little podcast room. Yeah.
We'll review your cheesesteaks and pizza too, dude. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'll just you eat and you just talk.
Love it. Love it.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Later,
problem.
Sal.
All right, I'll talk to you. Bye.
Dude, I told you he's just a fucking great. He's just, they say salt, like one of those guys that you meet him and in 1 minute you're like, we're friends.
That's friends, Joe.
You would be sad if he wasn't your friend anymore. You'd be like, what? I thought he was our friend.
No, his
Yeah,
friend.
he's a great dude.
That accent. Oh my God, it brings back so many memories because Johnny doesn't have his accent anymore. You know, like that.
You're right. He doesn't have it as much.
No,
My
he's gotta be good.
cousin sounds like that. I have a
Hey,
cousin who lives up there.
Hey, yo, Bo. When he said yo, Bo, it was cracking me.
Bo.
I forgot Bo was done. I thought Bo was done in the 80s. They're still saying Bo. Yo, Bo, yo, cuz. What's up?
Bo.
Bo and cuz.
Bo
Yo,
and cuz. Oh shit,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, so Sal, he was a great guest, and I knew he was going to be a great guest, and he's a great dude, and you just wish that guy will be successful. I will be very shocked if that place doesn't take off because he's got everything you need to kind of make it in that business. His food's great, and he's got a great personality, and he's a hard worker. You could just tell like that he has the 2 jobs. He's a hustler, and he's got a wife who's involved and doesn't mind working with him on it. That's awesome.
And Joe, he's got OCD.
Yeah.
He takes his own bread. If he doesn't like it, he don't make it. That whole attitude, everything about he could have employees and he'd be the boss. He'd sometimes be a jackass, but he has to be. But he also respects people. That guy is going to make it no matter what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
He's absolutely gonna make it.
There was one thing that I did forget to ask him about, and now it popped into my head, which was I wanted to ask him about. Like, there's a lot of competition right now, especially in South Philadelphia. I mean, there's like 9 spots, and there's 2 or 3 of them. When I see, the competition he's gonna have to go against, what's that Angelo's one's huge. I'm constantly seeing posts of those guys. But I guess South Philly's kind of like anything. If you're 10 blocks away from that one, no one's gonna go to that one. If you're good, they're gonna come to this one. It's like, and then people will start coming from out of town and all that.
The only thing is right now, like this is where he's going to really find out. Right now, he's doing it from his home. He knows how much his bread he's making. He gets orders and it's done. But then when you got the responsibility of paying rent, paying employees, it's a whole different game. And I think he's going to make it no matter what, Joe.
So do I.
It's a whole different world. It's a whole different world.
It's
taxes, insurance, all that. All that starts.
I've seen a few of those businesses in the comedy side of things where the COVID helped the business, which is similar to him. Like there was a guy that opened a comedy club out in Pottstown, PA, and COVID hit, and then he had to do comedy outdoors. And
Okay.
he built this
I'm not
stage. He
old
brought
old.
sand in. He had heat lamps, and he was
That's
doing
great.
and he was getting all these big name comedians because there was nowhere to play in the whole country. So he had Andrew Dice Clay there, Louis C.K., all these
Get
big,
out.
yeah, they were all coming there, and he made it so and he tented it. He spent 20 grand on a tent, and then he could fit 400 to 500 people under that tent, and he was doing big shows. And then COVID ended. And then he had to get a place like this guy's doing. And he ended up getting a place like 2 or 3 towns away. And his business is doing good now. But so it's similar. It's like there's something interesting to people when it's a pop-up, you know? So it's like, how do you keep that same kind of vibe when they can come and get it now, whenever, because you're a store? You should think of something that there's a comedy club business that also does that. That's called Don't Tell. They won't let you know where the show is. You just know the town it's going to be in, and you buy the ticket. And not until that day do you get an email and know exactly where it's going to be in that
Well, the
town.
advantage to him to do that, I think, what he did absolutely incredible. It wasn't even on purpose. He already has a following. He already has people that love his food. So all he's going to do now is say, now I'm here. Now you can get it all the time, 5 days, 7 days a week. So he has an advantage on it. And most people don't have that advantage. You open it and hope they come. They're already coming. You just hope they come to the new place.
And it's amazing that and he mentioned that social media thing. There's so many people out there that do open these businesses and don't do the social media. And he's not one of them. He'll be able, he was smart that he said, I'm going to do podcasts in the back room. Like, he gets it. Like
400 and something thousand followers, Joe.
No, he doesn't have 400. He has 44,000. He doesn't have 400,000.
That's a little
but
different, but still, it's good. You said 400. I was going to say he's a millionaire guy.
It's good because it's new. But once he opens the shop and he'll start doing more and all that stuff,
we're definitely going to go film there. That'll be so cool, man.
Yeah, and the last subject that I wanted to talk to you just before we say goodbye, that synchronizes with kind of what him, because he's baking the bread in his basement of his row home. Is I wanted to talk to you about finished basements. I don't know. There's just something about that's another Italian thing. The finished basements. Do you remember? Your bedroom was the finished basement when we became friends. Did you have a basement in the house before that?
Yes, but it was, believe it or not, it was never finished. It was like my dad always said, I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it. But we always had we had the drainage, like cuts down in our cement. It was always leaking. It was all cement. That's why as soon as I know what you're saying, as soon as I moved out, every house I had either have a finished basement or I finished it. The house I live in now is a finished basement. The townhouse that we moved into after the one in Cherry Hill had a finished basement. It's something about being Italian. That basement is the best place in the house, dude.
Why is it? It's because it's private. And it has to be dry. Like, Italians are so into, how do I make this fucking dry? I hate that. I still get water in my basement. I finished the whole thing when we first bought the house and got that like fake wood.
I'm sorry. The claiming that finished basements is an Italian stereotype is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know where this is going on now. This is really venturing into like weird territory, but it's fascinating. What I noticed was, for this, we've been like letting it go because it's not noteworthy, but it is good. It is what they're aiming to do, which is talk like men. Like, I know it's not crazy, but like my interpretation is men is like, you're talking about fixing up your house, the projects you're doing. Is that what's going on here? Like, or are they just talking about like if they need to call a plumber?
I don't know. I mean, like, he literally brought it up as a new topic. He's like, what he was talking about leads me to the topic I wanted, which was finished basements. And it's like, what? Like, so
yeah. I know, I didn't understand the association at all. But I think Joe needs help with finishing a basement. That's basically what probably is going on here.
I know that one time when I was really involved in Joe's life as a fan.
You sound like a jilted lover, Karen.
Oh my God. Yes. One time when I was involved in Joe's life, as a sometimes person that would talk to him, and as a person that would call his show, and as a person that had a podcast about him. I remember one time he painted downstairs in his basement everything white. Everything was white, painted white. Like every pole, every washing machine and dryer, like everything was white. And I pointed it out to him, and he laughed.
Nice.
And like was like, "Oh yeah, you're right." So like I, that like I knew when he was talking about basement, like I knew that see, unlike the sports thing, that was something Joe's probably engaged in, right?
Yeah.
That's what men do. They talk about fixing up projects.
Yeah. I mean, I get, yeah. I just like the attributing things to it being Italian. Like now that we have more insight into his parents and his upbringing, it's just like this desire to have an identity that he feels proud of.
Yeah.
And like, because finished basements is a thing in the Northeast a lot, and cities. Like my dad finished the basement of our first house in Northeast Philly when I was a kid, because it adds living space to your house. And like, so if you live in a row house in South Philly, you have a whole extra floor if you finish the basement,
And you could keep that messy, or a little bit more messy and more casual, and everyone could kind of stay down there. And then when someone walks into your house,
Yeah.
the living room looks all clean and nice because it's not used.
Yeah, exactly. It's what my brother does with his house in North Jersey.
Yeah.
He's got 2 kids, so the basement is finished and has like a little guest room in it, and so the kids, that's where they go down to play.
Perfect.
It's but he's just like this. There's a very specific person he wants to present as, and he it's a South Philadelphia Italian man who loves sports, but maybe he doesn't like sports, and maybe he doesn't.
Maybe he's not 100% Italian.
Yeah.
And he's not from Philly. Okay.
Well, it seems like they're coming up on the end, and it's getting a little interesting to me, this basement talk. So let's see where it goes.
Sweet.
Flooring that you can put down, and water kept coming in, and I said, fuck this shit. I had to rip it all out because I had to blow air under the fucking fake floor.
Oh, you have sub pump? You got a sub pump and all that stuff too?
I had no sump pump in my house, and because a few people told me don't bother putting the sub pump in. Water came from, and then water doesn't come in anymore. Most of it had to do with the gutters and all that, but whatever. I was just wondering, like, that also connects with watching the movies and getting cable when you were young.
Oh no,
that's where we watched all the movies.
Oh no,
as loud as you
oh
want.
no, oh no,
Not bothering anybody. People are above you. They don't hear nothing downstairs. You can do all your imitations behind the bar downstairs. That's exactly what it was all about. It's like a soundproof room.
Did you ever have? I can't remember your bedroom back in the house in Marlton. Did it have paneling on the walls?
Oh yeah, that paneling on the walls, dude. It was
wood paneling.
It was like paneling on top of cement, so it had that musty smell. But the best part about it was it had a back door, so I could come in and out the back door down the basement any day I wanted. It was the best thing in the world.
How old were you when you moved into that house with that basement? That was your room.
18.
So you're 18. No, your sisters didn't care that you had the room and they didn't get it?
No, because at that point, the only sister left was Renee. The other 2 were gone.
Oh, okay.
So Renee had her own room upstairs, and she was with her fiance, Jerry, at the time. So it wasn't like it mattered. I was still single. It was the best thing in the world, dude.
Did you have a TV down there?
Yeah, the TV. What do you think? This is, dude. Of course I had a TV.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know why. I can remember the bed. I could picture the doorway.
I had the doorway, and I had the big bedroom. But there was a middle room. There was a laundry. It was like 3 rooms down there. My big bedroom. The middle room was the couch and the TV. So I actually had like my own family room. So they would go in there. I'd watch TV with whoever I took downstairs. And then you go into the bedroom. And then when you're done, you went out the back door.
I was going to say, did you ever have just somebody come over and come in the back door? Skip the front door, right?
Yeah, my mom knew nothing about it.
Did you have rules? Did they give you rules?
Oh my God.
Well, my mom always would say, you can't do that when I'm here, but she never knew. I mean, it was. I'll never forget. There was one time someone called me, and I had a girl in the room, and my mom's like, "Hey, Gene," I was like, "Oh." I had to run upstairs. We were both half naked. I had to run upstairs to get the phone. I almost got nailed.
What is going on with you and the camera?
I keep banging my damn thing. I'm sorry.
You're hitting it with your foot, aren't you?
I actually hit with my hand. I gotta.
Now it looks even better.
Hey, dude, I get better looking with age.
You used to make fun of my basement because you remember I had a low hang. So my dad would come down and hit his head on it. He used to say all the time, he would hit his head every time.
All right, real quick, I got to tell you this story. So
what is it?
Mike and I lost all of our records in a fire in the storage facility. That's one day we got to tell the whole story from start to finish. But anyway, Joe said to me, "Hey, you can borrow my records," because I had DJ gigs like for next month, and he had like 3 crates of records and 2 big crates and some. So his dad said he would help me. I come there, he's helping me. We walk downstairs. And like just from near the bottom step, you have that little ledge that you got to duck under. And he's lived there for 30 years. I see it, duck my head. He comes from behind me, boom, smacks his head like hitting that. Oh my
dad
God.
Or me?
Your dad.
Oh, my dad.
I was like, dude, you okay?
Wow.
So we go upstairs, we come back down.
Watch
boom,
it.
he hits his head again 2 times.
Hey,
same thing.
never learns.
Go
just
back.
like his dad.
This is not an exaggeration. The 3rd and final time we're going down, he hit his head 3 times on the same freaking part of your freaking roof that he's lived there 30 years. I couldn't stop laughing. It was the most embarrassing thing. How does that happen? How do you do that?
I used to say this on stage. This is another one. I go, if you have ADD, you hit your head a lot. There's something about ADD that makes you just fucking calculate and bang your head on shit.
How does that? How does ADD do with hitting your head?
Because you forget that it's there. You just fucking space out. Like how you said, I miss exits when I'm driving. You just forget. And then
3 times in a row within a 5-minute period, dude?
I can remember those basement steps going full speed and then jumping. Like, because when you're a kid, you like to jump and like touch things.
Did you hit your head on that too?
Forehead, just like where you hit your head midair, and it just like impales me.
It's a family trait. Hitting your head on the basement.
Oh yeah.
You know what else too? He was bald like me. That's how I always know when I'm getting close to something. Your hair works as like it tells you when you're close to things. When you don't have hair. Dude, I work in ceiling. I have nails bleeding, cutting them. Because that's the way I would know. Oh, I guess I'm there because I already got cut at that point.
Like back in the day when Cadillacs, you talked about Cadillacs in the last episode. Remember those metal things that people could put off of the wheels? Those were so you would make a scrape sound so you didn't hit the curb, right?
Yes. Yeah, but you always hit your hand and your legs on them and cut them up every time you walk by the car.
That's what you needed on your head.
I did some kind of sensor, like a laser sensor.
That's hilarious. Oh, dude, this was a fun episode. Oh my god! All right, this one is in the can. Do you have any plugs, Gene?
Just VFX. You ever need any kind of production, rental, special event, installation?
Brendan, stop. Yeah. So basically, if you want an exciting background like this for your special event, he's gonna bring a black curtain. Also, expect him to knock over the camera a couple times too. DFX Sound and Vision, everyone. Thank you. All right, go ahead, Brett.
Oh man, yeah. I just want to say I have ADD. I've never walked into things with my head. Doesn't have anything to do with that.
I mean, unreal.
I think it might be a chicken and the egg thing where like the first time you hit your head, it increases you doing it again because of the brain damage, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only explanation. He doesn't learn. I mean, I always joke, but I mean, it's not really a joke, but I always say Joe really has no learning curve. I mean, it's just flat. He does not learn. So then the guy tells him about the story about his dad. I mean, it's incredible.
I thought that a real cool moment for me was when Gene was assessing like Sal's business savvy and was like, Gene as a successful businessman was saying that Sal would be one too, and that was like an informed opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because despite Gene's black background right now, his website has good stuff on it, so it looks like it's a good, successful business, and he probably knows what he's doing. This was probably just he had to rush.
But I'll tell you one thing. except for maybe one time, like that we brought up. Gene really showed himself to be broadcast savvy in that you could throw anything at this guy, and within half millisecond, he would have like, a little comment, whether it was great or not. Like, he had like a little impression or a little like, memory or a little insight into everything. He was very quick on the mic today.
He's a hard worker, right? He rises to the occasion no matter what someone throws, no matter what shit someone throws at him.
He's meeting the moment. He's meeting the moment is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And he seems like he's a really good guy and a good friend to Joe.
Yeah. And don't forget, man, like, like I said before, like, there's a bunch of shows covering this dude right now. He's from the private sector, and now 3 shows are covering him at least. That's a big deal. Right. And he's doing a good job. Like, I don't even know if he knows about it, but I'm sure he does. Like, people, you would just know about it. Like, while you were like looking for stuff online for it. Like, so anyway, and I've tried to get their attention. I've tried to get Gene's attention a little bit, just in a innocent way of like sending him, like, you could probably get, like, when I like at somebody on Insta, I do it to you sometimes. Like, I do it to like all the cool people real quick going down that I think would be halfway interested in it or might be interested. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I'm spamming people. Like, I think I'm like giving them an option to be informed about something.
Yeah. I think with like a Gene or somebody, it would probably be helpful to send like a message too, to be like, hey, big fan of this, just in case he doesn't have context on who you are or whatever,
Well, we also have, the belief that Joe is like telling them, like, don't answer Karen. You know what I mean? Like, which is the video over?
No, I still have it, but it got pulled.
How much time does the video have on? Is it worth us like playing the tail end or like the goodbyes, or should we?
It looks like it has about like a minute and a half.
Just
all right, let it rip. We won't interfere. Let's just see how they, unless something iconic happens.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get out of this thing because I don't think you can do it. So
yeah,
all right, there you go.
Growing up, one who's like my best friend and her brother. So I'm glad you people enjoy this and want to watch it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Episode 3, JoeMatarese.com for tickets to see me on tour. And it's going to be the 15th and 16th of this month. Come and see me out there in at the brokerage in Belmont.
That last show in Washington Township was hilarious, dude. That was
awesome. That was a fun one. I've been having all good shows lately. I had a great one in Red Bank this past weekend. Thank everybody that came out to that one at the Vogel. That was awesome.
You know what I really liked, dude? The interaction you did with the crowd. There wasn't like a script, and you just had that one guy. It was great. It was really good, dude.
I've been doing a lot of that and letting people request and having fun with them. It's been great. Come out, JoeMatarese.com, and Johnny will be here hopefully for the next episode. I think he'll be back. And plug to Vito's Pizza. If you want to go get some great pizza, go there. We are out, everybody. Thanks again. We're gonna need some sort of catchphrase at the end of the podcast that you just say. I can't think of one though.
Okay.
Free chick porn for everybody.
I can't think of one.
Great show, another great show, Jules.
I got it, jackass.
Jackass. See you guys later, jackasses.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna stop that.
That was amazing. And Brendan, I don't know if the audience is aware, you sort of like saved the show. We had a technical error. You've been like running the board, I would equate it with, and you were also incredible. I know you gotta go soon. We have some loose ends to tie up. We're also gonna try to show some social media, see if it's synced up or something. If not, we'll be fine. We just want to thank you so much for coming on. You were great. Do you have Anything you want to say? We'll have you back on so soon. Maybe even on the 50th if you want to pop in. Please do.
Yeah, I mean, it's always great catching up with you and learning about the world of Joe, and hoping he,
it's gonna be, it's gonna kick into high gear, man. Like something special is afloat here. That's why I'm swimming around the tank. Like something, something is going on here. You know what I mean? This has the best fish to eat. So, I really think basically what I'm saying is it's compelling, and I love that. And we thank you so much for coming on, Phil Fan. You got any parting words for Brendan? Then we'll take a break.
Oh, Brendan, thank you so much. You're perfect for this. So on so many levels. So thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. It's always fun.
Yeah, it is, definitely.
Do we have to do anything technically right now? Do you hand it back over to Phil Fan?
Yeah, no, we don't have to do anything different.
All right, great. Let's take a break, Phil Fan. I'll hit pause, okay?
Okay, very cool. Thank you, Brendan. See you soon.
Yes. Thank you both.
We're back with an amazing episode so far. We've been joined by Brendan Kennedy, a comedian out in LA who does a lot of stuff, and BennyMF, the co-host of Culture Cheese and a longtime frequent guest on MWOT. And it was an emotional show, laid a lot of things bare. And we're going to continue with that in mind by a topic that always amazes, always enthralls. We're talking about Joe's social media. So Phil Fan always has some great stuff lined up that I have not seen. Go for it.
Yeah, so in keeping with this podcast theme, we now just watched the third episode of Three Friends, One Booth. And I almost said Two Friends, One Booth. I mean, that was Freudian. But in keeping with that theme, we are now going to show you a clip of from Instagram that Joe recently posted. And I want to go ahead.
Let me tell you something, because at the end of it, Joe said, first off, Joe said something nice about Johnny Flea. So, all things are good there.
Yeah, he never said anything bad about Johnny.
But the other cool thing that I noticed was that Johnny Flea wasn't there, but he was.
Yeah.
Because Sal was Johnny Flea, younger.
Oh, I see. That's funny.
Yeah.
Johnny Flea.
Yeah, so the Johnny Flea character was there. He was just younger and more, I guess, I don't think I'd call him Gen Z.
33. I don't know. I can look that up.
Oh, he's 33? That's what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if Sal, the highly productive, cool kid is
millennial.
He's a millennial? Okay, yeah. Great.
Yeah.
He's hardworking. When does he sleep? Is something
I mean, it's pretty incredible.
Really hardworking.
Yeah, Gen Z is younger. Gen Z is younger.
Okay.
He misses it by maybe 4 or 5 years, but.
I'm starting a second podcast. It's called The Road Back to Philly. Okay. And I'm going to need you guys to help me out with this because I started a voicemail number. And with this voicemail number, you guys can leave messages and I play them on the show and I interact with them. And you're going, well, what does that title even mean? Well, it means when my daughter graduates high school, which is about 4.5 years from now, I want to come back. I want to come back to either Philly or South Jersey. And this episode that I'm going to record tomorrow is going to be all about that move back. Where would it be? Would it be in the city? Should it be in the suburbs? Should it be where I grew up in Cherry Hill? My wife has tons of friends, though, on the main line. Should it be in the main line of Philly? Where should it be? That's going to be tomorrow's subject. So leave a message on the voicemail right now. 914-721-0008. Say your name, say where you're from too, because that helps. Okay? All right. I'm starting to.
I just,
All right.
I mean, he's always going to the public to ask them, for help, and now he's going to the public to say, where should we move in the Philly, South Jersey area when we do this 4.5 years from now? I mean,
I wanna think about this. Like, the important thing going on is that Joe is. Well, I say in many episodes that he's rushed. This is a very rushed idea.
It's
Because
rushed maybe because he knows that the other podcast is already gone, and he only did 2 meetings of it, even though he has 3 podcasts because the first 2 were recorded on the same day. So this is really, I don't know what to think of it. Maybe next week he'll post and they'll be back for episode 4 in the pizzeria with Johnny.
like, first of all, he didn't think here. It's where should I move in 4.5 years?
I know exactly. What is he talking about?
Like, it would be so great if it was like a real reality show and like we're moving in September.
Exactly,
You know what I
like
mean?
for a year in advance or something. I would understand next March, and we want to start
Yeah.
really planning. But 4.5 years, neighborhoods can change. Things change. Like, why are you gonna even talk about that now? He's really like scraping the bottom of the bucket here. I mean, it's just insane.
Yeah, and the audience it's one thing for him to talk about it's one thing for him to talk about local things to a global audience, and we're aghast that he does that, but it's still okay.
Yeah.
But it's another thing to have a show. This is indicative of it being rushed. It's
Right.
another to come up with an idea where only the audience can be people from around there who can
I
speak.
know. Who else is gonna? Right. Exactly.
So that's a big problem. Like, but this guy has the magic touch right now. You see that he has 16 likes.
But 4 days ago, does he have any comments? He doesn't even have a comment. Did he delete all of them?
All right, now the cool thing is that we had so many stops and starts. I don't know if we talked about it earlier. If we did, great. I did call Joe. I called this number. Did we talk about that earlier?
Maybe.
Okay, no problem. I did call this number, and I think we did talk about it now that I think.
I think so.
I did call this number, and I think we want to call it again. Okay, not right now, but then we haven't talked enough about Joe's new podcast. It's very rushed, like I said. It's stupid because it's in 4.5 years, and you make the good point that it's more along the lines of help Joe. Like, so he's back to that.
Yeah,
which-
and also so sorry. Go ahead. I'm so
No,
sorry.
which leads to my one of my season long points of Joe should have kept at fixing Joe, which he's now doing again in a different incarnate again. He should have just kept the great original, and he'd be in a way better spot than he is right now. In what negotiation did Stephanie give up the attic?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if he walks us around this thing. He's saying I give you a tour, but in the past you used to be able to see a lot of it, and now I'm only able to see a smidgen of it, and that was the case when he also did episode 3. So do we get to see the rest of it, or is her stuff set up?
And also, that's a good question. And also, I remember 2 relics that used to be in there. Like the poster's wrong, that little cloud.
Yeah.
It just said the poster's wrong in writing. Like, that was hung up. And also, like, I think like one of his cue cards from Letterman or something.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was all there.
It's just like there would be stuff from like his career on there. Like, so is that stuff up there still, or is that too much?
I don't know. Did he take that and put it in the garage, which was supposedly his new studio? Remember that he had redone the garage into a whole studio.
Yeah,
Remember
one year he was like, "This is my man cave," and he was like,
Yeah, he was like, really, because he got thrown out there.
he was in the driveway. He was in the driveway staring at a TV that was in the garage, but
Right.
like he wasn't in the garage. Like,
Right. It was ridiculous. And, how to get ventilation in there, too cold, too hot. He didn't say that, but it's just really sad that now he's showing old acting clips. It's like he's trying to like bring out something that was good that he has. It's like he has nothing. And I just feel it's like really sad.
no, look. I don't even know what we're doing. He has so much. He lives a bountiful life. Like, are you serious? Like, this guy is drinking from the fountain of fun.
Babe.
I'm telling you, he's living it up. He travels. He travels. He's happily married. He's living it up.
No, I hope that's the case.
He is. He's doing his best he's done in a while right now.
All right, let's see what
He's
he
been
says.
trying to tell you.
If you're delusional.
Okay. I'm
I
sorry.
think it's hard for you to admit because you care about him.
Well, I do care about him, and like it's just because we had cool rapport at one point, and I guess I blew it, in different ways, but I think that he should forgive me now because he just look and see that like we used to kick it, and if we kick it again right now, it'll be like beloved. Especially with me doing comedy, I could open for him. Don't you see? You know how big that would be? Like when that rolls into town, starring Joe Matarese with opener Karen from Philly.
I don't know what to tell you.
I know. I'm saying what to tell you.
No, well.
I'm saying what to tell you.
He's really at the bottom of the rung, and it's true. He's had many good opportunities, but he always blew it one after the other, after the other, after the other. And he's trying everything, and he's still failing, and he's got nothing right now. I mean, he tries so many different things, and it doesn't work out. And yet, you're still sitting here going, "This guy has so much talent, and I can help him." No one can help him. And it doesn't even mean you could be the most brilliant, talented person. He's beyond help. So here's Karen now from this past week at Club 254 in Philadelphia doing stand-up.
Over there. That's right. I'm very excited. She is another third floor left staple. She has won this competition before. I was recently on her podcast for 5 very entertaining hours. Period. Okay, so no, I'm just kidding. I absolutely love her. She was the first person in this room to actually say hi to me when we first started this show 9 shows ago. She is a amazing person and a very, very, very funny lady. Make some noise for our very own Karen from
Wow, it's great to be here. I know I was trans from when I was like 3 or 4, and then around 2009 I picked the name Karen. Not knowing it was going to be the name of the most repulsive people on the planet, but I'm trying. Actually, it's worked out. My second choice was Melania, so I don't think I should commit a crime. I don't think I can get a jury of my peers. I don't think you can find.
Very cool there how I hung in. And when I said the joke first, and somebody first interrupted me and I kept going, okay?
Yeah.
And then a different person went about the second part of the joke, which is supposed to get some laughter. It didn't. So the cool thing about an open mic is, but I still delivered the tag, even though it didn't get a laugh. Then I followed all that with a follow-up joke on the same subject. So what happens is you do this at an open mic and you learn. Now I know if I don't have to do the tag to a joke that if they don't, most times they laugh when I say, that's when I pick the name Karen. They start laughing there. But now I know, I learned on this show and then talking with Phil Fan, if they don't laugh when I say, that's when I pick the name Karen, I can go right into, but that's okay, it worked out because my second choice was Melania. So that's all I'm saying right there. You go to an open mic and you like craft things. But the point I also want to make is I hung in there I got hit on my first joke with 2 negative crowd things. A, somebody trying to interrupt me, and B, somebody commenting on me. Go ahead.
I didn't feel like either one of those little sounds were against you at all. I know you're interpreting them like that, and I would tell you if I felt they were, but I don't feel like they were.
All right, I hung in there though. Like,
and I know what you're talking about. I know how to identify that, but that's not what I heard.
All right, I hung in there though. That's all I'm gonna say.
Because and you thought it was negative, and you hung in anyway, and that's great. But I agree with you. If you don't think the first part of the joke works, you don't have to bring up that tag. Instead, you just change gears and just bring up the second part of it, which is about Melania, because that works.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Look at the way you look. You're like shiny.
I know.
12 crystal meth addicts still in the jewelry box all day. I think that would be a big hold up there. We're here having fun, and it's amazing. When I go to a bar, I just want to get fucked up. I don't like quiz up. I don't want to learn that Captain Crunch's first name is Horatio. I'm not into that. Not into that at all. I'm in a mixed relationship. I'm Jewish, and my partner is Catholic. And sometimes it gets a little weird, like what we're going to do. Like, she wanted to go to the Franklin Institute, and I wanted to go to the National Museum of Jewish History, and we compromised. So we went to the Franklin Institute, we walked through the world's largest heart. Then we went to the National Jewish Museum, we walked through the world's largest nose. It was interesting, if you guys were there. It was amazing. And I don't understand religion, like, I don't understand Catholics or Christians, whatever, it's hard to differentiate. But like, you know, like if something bad happens, you guys are like, oh, Jesus Christ. But we don't, in Hebrew, Jewish, we don't like, we don't do that with our God. We don't go like, oh, Netanyahu. I don't know. Went to the dentist. She was like, Karen, you gotta floss more. I said, I want to, but there's no time, I'm too busy. She said, well, do it right before you go to bed at night. I was like, that's gonna be kind of hard with Vaseline and cum on my head. So I don't know if, I don't know. I don't know about that. I really love J-Lo's ass. Yeah. Not Jennifer Lopez, my neighbor, J-Lo. He's a great guy. If you met him, you would love him. I lost my license, so I had to take the driving test again. I failed it because I knocked over some cones. Now it's just walking over and taking a written exam. So you can imagine the pain and suffering. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know what else is going on. Oh yeah, I've been going to the movies a lot lately, but it's been disappointing because movies are never about what I think they're going to be about based upon the title. Like I went to see Sinners, but I didn't like that because it wasn't about the couple that got caught cheating at the Coldplay concert. Yeah. Then I went to see Train Dreams. But I didn't like that because it wasn't about a good time on Grindr. I don't know if you guys are into that. I don't know. And Madonna has a children's book out now. It's actually 6. At this point, I think she's running out of ideas now. She's putting her spin on some popular children's tales of the past. Like, for instance, in Madonna's new children's book, Little Red Riding Hood, that's about her clit. And also in Madonna's new children's book, The ABCs, that's about all the various forms of hepatitis you get if you have sex with it. So it's an important read for the entire family.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I love to read the New York Times, but I'm like a slow reader. The Sunday Times, I'm a slow reader. It takes me a while. Monica Lewinsky, what a whore, huh?
All right, look.
Yeah. And the Harlem Globetrotters are touring U.S. military bases all across the world in an effort to boost morale with the troops. I think this is really cool because, like, now the Globetrotters get to hang around other people that didn't get drafted. So it's an interesting thing. Thanks, Doc. You guys have been incredible. Let's do it back to Tommy, please.
Yes, indeed. Oh, you're so
I can even work cleaner and be a better, like, which would make me an even better opener. So I'm just trying, and basically what I've noticed is that I think I said something earlier. I'm my authentic self now up there, and it's totally changed the game. Like I'm just me up there for the first time, and I'm just really enjoying it. Like when I was up there as a guy, um, I was super edgy and I had to make everything about me,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't now.
That's really great. I see how comfortable you are up there, and I'm watching you in person, right? But
Yeah,
um,
thanks.
but on the videos when you used to do it, um, before you transitioned, I mean, I've only seen that on videos, but there's a big difference. There's a huge difference.
Well, I was in a bigger rush, wasn't I?
Yeah, yeah. It was a bigger rush. You were kind of stiff or whatever. You still were a star up there. I mean, but now it's like you're. It looks like you're just freer.
Well, thank you. And
Yeah,
it's just
that's
so
how I
humbling.
feel.
It's so humbling to be doing it again.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So I just wanted to share with you guys where I'm at because it's just gonna get better.
Mm,
Um, I'm thinking of like different jokes. I
mm-hmm.
got different jokes. Like I got old classics. I got new ones. Trying. The only thing I gotta do is hold it together because um, one of the reasons why I stopped doing it was I really disliked crowds,
Yeah,
and I figured that this time around, um, like don't worry about it. If you start talking to like I just want to talk nice to the people in the crowd when I talk to them. Like, that's it. Like I don't want to act like I'm real cool or anything like that. Like
mm-hmm.
so. Anyway, that's my latest set. And I feel real proud about it.
Yeah. You should be. It's amazing. It was amazing. It's amazing watching you.
Thank you so much. Like even on a small crowd, like see like the energy I had, I was like
Yeah, of
glow.
course. It's amazing. Right now, I gotta go back to
Where
Joe.
we going back to Joe coverage?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, so I don't know. Now it's been 4 days since he announced that he's going to record the following day. So, I don't know where this podcast is or if he's
Mhm.
moving ahead with it. If he even recorded it, I have no idea.
Well, at first we thought that we saw something interesting. Oh yeah, but if we say what we saw, then they might take it down. it's we can't say anything anymore. Like
Hmm.
we can't say anything anymore. Like even if we know it, like right?
Yeah.
Okay, so listen.
I mean, and then it's weird. Like today, he just posted an old video of being on Preston and Steve. This he posted 15 hours ago. He said having a great time on Preston and Steve in Philadelphia 15 hours ago, but this was that old clip. And then he says, "Come see me live." He's like always misleading people. It's really terrible.
Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, because if they click on by mistake, it still counts.
Okay, now the last probably thing is, here he is he's complaining about girls volleyball tournaments, given that one of his kids is in volleyball.
My daughter's volleyball match got here at 8:30 a.m. for a 9 o'clock in the morning match. It's about to be 6 o'clock.
So he was there from 8 a.m. to p.m. What's the deal with never-ending girls volleyball tournaments? Come see me live this Saturday or whatever.
All right, look, this is the point. This is the point that I've been making for years, and he is.
Look at his poor troubled face. We talk about your troubled face.
Look, guys. I know he's famished.
I was just gonna say that.
Okay, so he's famished, and you want to you don't want to put him through this. Like he's too like.
He's wearing all the sports gear again.
And he's been listening to a bouncing ball all day. Like.
And whistles. Did you hear that whistle? Oh, sorry.
But he's a good kid, and
we love him.
No, so listen. Thank you.
All right, so here we go.
PM. We've been playing basically that whole time. What is the deal with girls' tournament volleyball? That it's like some sort of crazy endurance match? I don't understand. It's not a freaking marathon. Why does this go on until you don't even care if you win? You just want to go home. Like, I don't even care. I'm nervous that I'm not awake enough to be able to drive home. I've had like four cups of coffee. I'm delirious. What is going on with girls volleyball? Can somebody answer me that in the comments? Because I don't get it.
Wow. That was amazing to me. That was so great. He ends with a unquestioned cry for help. Okay, because the volleyball tournament, the volleyball marathon, is a microcosm of the larger problem. Okay, and one of it is his time. He can't even create in there. I'd rather he was outside, like walking,
right,
getting some exercise in, and also like writing a little bit in his head. You know what I mean? And you don't have to watch. You don't have to watch your kid play. Like,
I mean, the other thing is, if he's doing this right there while sitting, people are around, and you know how he is. He must be like, first of all, maybe they can hear him. Second of all, before and after, before he's like sighing and looking around and going, "Why is this so long? Are we done yet?" You can't. He's not sitting there quietly.
Oh my God! Like that's really bananas access that he just provided there, and he was like keeping it real. See, that's what he's capable of. This is the problem. You have to stick around for 6-7 hours to get to the best part, and we just saw the best part. We're gonna end on that strong note. That unless you have something, do you have more? Like I would love if you have more.
Yeah, there's still more.
Folks, we're here in the green room, the Emmaus Theater in Emmaus, PA, about to do a show.
Yeah. Here. So he's in the green room, and I guess they got this one to go from Morty's, I think.
So everything is a cheesesteak now.
Right, instead of pizza, right? Because he has to be real Philly now, you know. So
Oh,
pizza's just,
To get me a cheesesteak because a lot of people, when I bake the post, recommend Morty's. Doesn't sound like a great cheesesteak place, but
no,
I'm told it's really
so
good,
boring
and I'm
hacky.
holding it. They even got some fries
What?
with it.
This is so boring and hacky. This
I know.
cheesesteak thing, like,
I know.
Got some
oh
fries
my
with
God,
it. You always
people
got to leave the
advising
paper
him.
on, right? Do the real unveil.
And I'm
Pull the
talking about the
paper off.
people inside his head.
All right,
That's really funny.
Thank you.
Morty's.
I can't picture a Morty's being good.
Yeah,
Truth,
no,
red
I
stuff.
I
His brother
disagree with
said
you
that.
there. I could picture Morty's being good, but let me tell you that. But anyway,
Oh,
the
a terrible
cheesesteak thing is really hacky. Like it's
Yeah.
hacky as a reel.
Yeah, well. Okay, so here he goes.
You're already blown out of the water. Look, you don't have the killer rolls like they do in Philly.
Ugh.
But I'll make do. Looks pretty good, right? Bit of bite on camera here.
How could you eat that heavy food before going on stage? I'd be afraid. I wouldn't eat nothing more than pretzels. I don't understand.
It's all like stuck in his teeth and everything.
Oh,
Like,
and the smell of the thing, and he's on stage is gross. I'm so grossed out right
yeah,
now.
like Joe, think about it, dude. Right before you go on stage, you're like eating an animal.
Ill, and he's like stuffing his beard up his nose. Ill. Ill. Ill.
Yo,
It's good,
I have to
Morty's.
tell you,
Good
I have
Morty's.
to tell you,
You get one.
Ill. Go ahead. This is so gross. His
I have
teeth
to tell
don't
you
look
that, like,
so great.
I have to tell you that, like, that concept of making it, reducing it down to like you're eating an animal, that always makes me nauseous sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
I know if I think about that, and I do sometimes think about that. So yes. Ugh.
One of those seeded rolls.
Ew.
People are gonna drive from 6 towns away because everything else is delicious.
Ew, and then
But I'm Italian, so I can't have the mushy bread.
Ew.
Thank you for this. And I'm gonna give you a good plug. Let's try your French fries. Oh, look at that. These are way better
Dave,
than I thought
did
they
you
were
hear
gonna
what
be.
he said?
What? I'm going to give you a good plug.
Thank you for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like going, yo, I'm a foodie. Can I get a cheesesteak? And they're
Yeah,
going,
he
yes.
probably did say something like that, and I'm a comic, not a foodie. I'm a comic, and I have 50,000 viewers, and I'll
You
give
and
you.
I would never do that. We would
No,
eat. You have to. You can't get a freebie and then give a review.
no.
You have to give a review of that you earned.
Yeah, of course. Oh, right
You know what I
here.
mean? Like he's missing the point. Like you have to put up your money and then you give your review.
Yeah. He eats like a savage too. I mean, I still can't get over. I still can't get over the fact that he kicks open the bathroom door instead of opening it with his shirt. And like, I mean, he's just like, ugh.
I can't get
These
over
are really
that.
good. Seasoned.
Phil.
Hi, Mark.
What's that,
I'm
surprise?
gonna bomb on stage now. Meeting that's too close to showtime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see, good call,
Yeah, he
Phil
took
fan.
another bite of that, but he still had the fries in his mouth because when he opened his mouth,
Phil fan, good call on the so close to the show and like
white T-shirt.
he's saying like white T-shirt, cheesesteak.
I mean, I would need a shower after that. I'd feel so greasy. You know how I get? It's like I need a shower.
I'll say it again too. Like, what happens when you eat a cheesesteak is your mouth becomes disgusting because it is an animal, and little pieces of the steak get caught everywhere in your mouth.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
it turns into a.
There's other things that could happen too, but
it turns into a bad smell. Like,
yeah, there's other things that could happen too aside from that.
I could just switch out the roll, dude. 2026. You gotta have a seated roll. Do it. Beard's long as shit. Or check out Morty's while you're in Emmaus. If you're in the Allentown area. That's how they do it, right? They hold it up to the camera like that.
How about you influencers? You go, oh, look at that.
Oh my God, he
Look at
did
that. Usually you do two at once, but I got the camera in my hand, so I can do it that way. Oh.
What an idiot.
That's
Hey, folks.
Oh.
Daughter's mom.
I think that's it. I mean, this is Joe.
well, he's he wants, like, everything is the bottom line, and he
Yeah.
wants the free cheesesteak in
Right.
exchange for giving them a plug on his media, which is effective. Look, we're showing it. And how many views did that get, or is it too late to find out?
No, it's you could see. Hold on. I'm still grossed out. I'm grossed out by watching him eat. He is really disgusting. Him eating is it just is he got 20 likes, dude.
Yeah.
20 likes on March 30th.
That's good, man.
Babe.
No, it's like 20 people said, hey, kudos to you. That's I would be ecstatic if 20 people like something I did.
Babe, you're getting tired. It's been over 7 hours. The whole entire Sunday has been taken up.
Look, I look so good in the Vogel Theater. Welcome. All right. So, all good things. Thank you so much, Phil Fan. You hung in there. And we had an incredible show. And also, so let's talk about our upcoming show before we leave, okay?
Uh-huh.
Because this has been MWOT 49.
Wow.
And coming up is MWOT 50, the 50th episode of the Monumental Waste of Time podcast. And we want to do something hacky. We want to throw a party, celebration party show. And we have big stars planned that we have to ask if they can come on. And maybe they'll answer. But yeah, so that's it.
And we haven't even planned like what exactly will be the content for 50, but we're gonna see who we get and then put it together, and we're really looking forward to it because we're gonna put all our energy into making something great.
No, I don't think we should. I think we should just do a regular show and bring in cool people here and there.
Okay.
Because the point being that what we do is awesome. Like,
yeah.
So we'll do it on our big show. Just do the same thing, but just have like organic, but scheduled. We have people. We don't want to say our list this episode.
Nope.
But we will tell you the list of all the people we asked. In 50. We'll tell you that list in 50, and already you know about a couple because I've made a little stink about it online. But I don't bear anybody any ill will, So that's the end of 49. It was amazing.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, it has to end. I have to go to bed.
And it's one step closer to 50. That was why I said, wow. I mean,
okay.
Here we are on the brink of 50 now that we're doing this.
All right, cool. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and watching us. And we wish you all the best. And we are coming out soon with episode 50, and it's going to be amazing. And we can't wait to share it with you.